All right. I believe we are live. Oh, sorry for the delay. I was reading about how to do co-host. I'm not familiar with these tools. So we'll see. People will come in. We'll give it a second. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's go ahead and put our, put our background up. Hey. Oh, let me fix that. Put me like over here. That works pretty well. I guess when guests come in, that won't work well. We'll go right here. Okay. I don't care to pay for someone's abuse. It's not worth it, and KFC isn't very good. Hey, Hannah. How's it going?
KFC is legit so disgusting.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Even if you eat chicken, it's like the bottom of the barrel. It's not good.
It's not. Yeah, even when I ate animal products, I did not eat there often, if ever. Like, I only went there if someone made me go with them. So, yeah. Well, looks like we already have someone up. I'm going to review my background, though, before I bring you up, okay? So, we're talking about animal sentience. How do you morally justify not being vegan? And then I have some resources over here. I hate that this cuts my arm off. Anyway, watch these documentaries. Dominion is about 2 hours long. They're both free on YouTube. Dairy Scary is only like 5 minutes. And then nutritionfacts.org. If you're worried about missing any nutrition, these have the studies that you can go review, but they also have what's called the Dailey Dozen. So it's just an easy checklist to make sure you get everything you need in a day. So I'm trying. If I have my arm in here, it'll show my arm, but otherwise, like right here, it cuts it off. Anyway. All right. That guy you know, you got to be over 18.
Okay, the only thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to go.
Well, I don't really care about that. If you're not going to answer my question, you're disrespecting my live. You're trying to derail where I'm going. So if you want to actually have a conversation and not run away, you're welcome up here. Otherwise, I don't care about your little 2 cent and run. You can leave those in the comments. Or breeze.
Dude just probably wants to troll.
Oh, that's exactly what it is, and I'm like, I don't got time for you. I'll bring you back. I'll bring you up next, Islamic. Breeze, are you over 18?
Yeah, 26.
Okay. So how do you morally justify not being vegan?
Yes, I would say that picture is an actual insult to human morality. For you to compare a chicken and a baby, that would be my disagreement.
Are you really just going to come up here to
You know,
cry? You going to just come up here to cry? It's pathetic,
It
man.
hurts his feelings.
I know, like,
it's insulting.
let's just admire the image that apparently insults him so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, Islamic, come on up. Are you over
Hey,
18?
I'm 19. I'm
Okay,
19 years old.
appreciate you. How do you
All right, so
morally justify not being vegan?
through qualified theological voluntarism, that specifically,
Can you
and
speak
what I
English
mean by
to us? Could you like dumb it down for me?
sure, what
Thank
that
you.
means is that if God essentially in lower terms, it means that God, whatever He commands, is moral, right? So if God says it's okay to eat sheep, then it's okay to eat sheep. I hope you understand.
Okay, so can I join your religion as a vegan?
Yes,
I can.
Yes.
So your God won't be mad at me if I live my life as a vegan and still
No.
worship him.
Nope.
Okay. So that means you don't have to use animals. It's a choice.
Well, of course I don't have to, but it's
Okay.
way,
So
way
your
more like
religion is not a moral justifier. They just give you permission.
it is
That
a
doesn't.
justifier.
So do you recognize that animals are sentient?
Well, what do you define as sentient?
As being able to experience feelings, subjective feelings like pain or
Yeah, that's
joy.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that means that they avoid harm, right? That means they have a personal interest in continuing to live. All sentient
Okay.
beings share this. So knowing
Okay.
that you don't have to cause them unnecessary harm and your God permits you to live without using them, why are you still choosing to cause them this harm?
You don't cause them unnecessary harm.
You don't think robbing someone of their life when they wanted to live is harmful?
Not necessarily.
How's that?
I'll tell you. So slaughtering a sheep, it's not an unnecessary act because we're using it for food. It would be
Yeah,
unnecessary
but
if
you
you're just
don't need to
disposing.
use them. What do you think you need from them?
Okay, well, you need to eat, right? And obviously the world
But you
goes
don't
around.
need to eat sheep.
Okay, but that doesn't make it unnecessary. What does
It
it mean for
does.
something
It
to be?
does, though. That's literally the
No, it doesn't.
definition of
No, it doesn't.
unnecessary.
No. That's not what I
It,
mean by.
it,
Okay, I don't know why I got muted, but
Because you're
unnecessary
just
means that
talking.
there's. Yeah, I'm talking when no one else is
Yeah,
talking.
but you're going, no, 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 no. And that's not how you have a conversation.
No, I'm telling you how. I'm
Yes,
telling you
you
how
have
it's
a
not.
conversation by going back and forth, not going, no, 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 no.
Yeah, well, I
okay,
said
so
no like twice.
explain to us how it's necessary for them to die, even though we don't need their meat to survive. Go ahead.
Well, because God said essentially that we could eat the sheep, right? So since God said that we could eat the sheep and that it's good for us, then that means that when we slaughter it, it's not just going to be an unnecessary slaughtering.
But we don't need it. I get
Well,
that
you
you're
don't.
saying that
You don't
your
need
God says that
anything.
we have the permission, but the permission doesn't mean that it's necessary for survival.
Yeah, well, nothing is necessary for survival except water
Okay, Islamic, I'm going
and
to teach
sunlight.
you about your religion, okay? You believe in the Garden of Eden, don't you?
No,
You don't think that there was a Garden of Eden?
we don't call it that.
Oh, okay, what do you call it?
We just call it paradise.
Okay, so paradise was made, and it was the most perfect creation, was it not?
I don't know about being perfect creation, but it was good.
It wasn't perfect?
I didn't say that. I said like the most
You
perfect
just said it
creation is
wasn't perfect. I thought your God was like
it.
almighty,
It
like
is
this perfect
perfect, but
being.
it's not.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
not.
So let's go back to what I
It's
said.
not the best creation.
Stop saying no a bunch and just listen, I guess. Okay, we're talking about the beginning of your religion, talking about peace, no one using each other. There was no death in paradise. It wasn't until the fall of man that you are now permitted to use animals to cope with survival. But even throughout your text, you're told to not harm animals, even as small as a sparrow. You will not be permitted into heaven if you harm them. And I'm
Where is
telling
that?
you, you are unnecessarily causing animals harm because we have evidence that you can thrive without using them. So you're taking your Lord's, your God's creations, and you're unaliving them unnecessarily.
If he
And I'm
said I
pretty
can, then I
sure,
can.
that that's not allowed.
You
It is
can, but you
allowed.
don't have to. That's our whole point. Just
Okay,
because
but
you
I can, so I'm
can
gonna do
doesn't,
it.
Okay,
but
so
it's not
I can
necessary.
grape people. Does that mean that it's moral for
No,
me to
God
grape
said you
them?
can't grape. There's a
But
difference.
what? I don't care about your religion.
But
Why can't I grape people?
because God said you can't.
But I don't believe in your God. So why
Well, that's
can't I
your
grape
problem.
people?
That's your problem. I don't care.
See, you're such a
Yeah,
child.
babe.
Yeah,
Dudes,
you got
yeah.
spanked. You got spanked. You don't know your religion at all. Anybody who knows your religion here knows that you're just full of it. You're not supposed to harm animals. In fact, there's a story in the Quran about someone abusing a cat, not feeding them, and they were not permitted into heaven. And there's another person who was not a conventional good person who took care of a cat. I'm pretty sure she's like a prostitute. and took care of a cat, fed this cat. She was allowed into heaven. Maybe go educate yourself on your religion if you're going to use that as a moral justification to violate someone's body for your pleasure. You're disgusting. Such a child.
I mean, he's 19, so literally he's kind of still a child.
I don't know, man. I don't even know if he was 19. Anyway, I've talked with some pretty mature 19-year-olds that are more open-minded. That guy was, special. All right, let's bring up, I don't know, Deb.
Literally arguing. Never mind.
Yeah,
Let's go on.
he was just being a child. I don't know what he said. Pepper.
What did he say?
I don't know. Pepper. Like the spice.
Pepper.
I don't know.
Oh.
That's not what he said, but. Death dealer. Are you over 18?
He called you a kefir.
Okay. Neat.
What does that word mean?
I don't know. I don't really care. JMO, are you over 18?
Yes.
Okay. So how do you morally justify not being vegan?
So I'm actually just curious, and just before I start and give my opinion.
Answer my question, and then I'll totally answer any questions or allow you to say whatever you're going to say.
Because there's health benefits to the animals and other things that I put into my body.
Just to clarify, health benefits to the animals?
That die?
Okay. That's why I wanted to ask my question before I gave my points.
Well, I just want to make sure I understood what you said. Your reason for not being vegan is because it provides health benefits for the animals?
No, for me.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. Got it. All right.
No,
Go ahead.
I know that it wasn't no health benefits for the animals. I'm
Mixed
curious.
both. That's fine.
That's all. I'm in the middle of my work shift. I've been up since 5 a.m., so it's
Yeah,
been
that's
a little bit of a
understandable.
day.
I'm not trying to make fun of you. I genuinely was trying to understand you.
So when you guys say, I heard the last argument was that somebody unalived the animals and killed the animals. What if you're not the one doing it is my question. That's like just my question to you.
Okay.
Well, you're paying someone else to do it.
I mean, you're not directly paying for it if they're getting paid to do it as a job for themselves, though.
You are, though.
I mean, you're buying the food for yourself in order to be healthy for yourself. I mean,
Sure, but do you understand the concept of supply and demand?
yeah, I do, because my grandmom is actually vegan and my grandfather's actually vegan too. So I've understand the benefits of being vegan too. It's just a balance of what I think my body needs for that.
So what makes your body different from your grandparents' body that you need meat, but they don't? I'm just curious.
I mean, I think there's a lot of like weight training and high intensity training that I do, and some of the protein, and I see the creator's face when I say that, but there's a lot of whey protein out there that isn't necessarily doing anything harm to that. Are you guys against the dairy industry? Are you guys against milk and everything like that too? I'm just curious.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't answer my question. My question was, what is it about your body that is so different from your grandparents that you couldn't be vegan?
I mean, I hypothetically could, but I wouldn't get as much protein in the ability to cook the meals that I have in that way.
Why not?
There have to be a lot more proportions, and the cost and effectiveness of being vegan for what I need protein wise wouldn't be as economical for my budget.
How much protein do you eat in a day? What's your average?
Between 100 to 150 grams of protein in a day.
Oh, I get around 100 to 110 grams of protein a day as a vegan, and my grocery budget has actually gone down since I went vegan.
Where are you purchasing your vegan food from? Just curious.
It really depends because I am someone who like bargain shops a lot. So I go to a lot of discount grocery stores. Like I shop at Costco. I buy some dry goods on Amazon. Like you can buy beans in bulk on Amazon, for example. It really just depends on the item.
Gotcha. Just to be clear, I went vegan for about 3 to 4 years in college. I enjoyed it. I really did. My sleep was better. And then just decided that it was better. So and I also had to support my family and my extended family now because of that's the type of industry that they're in. So it's in that way. So thank you guys for your time, and I really appreciate
Before
it.
you go, take a screenshot because the Vegan Daily Dozen is a really easy checklist to make sure you get everything you need in a day. And also look up vegan bodybuilders. There's Brian Turner and the Hench Herbivore. They both are coaches that are bodybuilders, and they're ripped. And they can help you find your sources of protein for cheap, especially the Hench Herbivore. I know for sure eats a whole food, plant-based diet. So.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, thanks for appreciate. This is a lot better than a lot of the other debates that I've had with people. Vegans typically, you guys were a lot more understanding and actually had a conversation with me as compared to other people. So really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.
We appreciate honest
Yeah, for
actors.
sure.
So thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, you have a good day. We'll see you later, GMO.
Thanks.
I do appreciate honest people. I do wish we could
Yeah,
go a
for
little
sure.
longer though, because since he was an honest person, I wanted to dig a little deeper. But maybe we'll see you again. GMO.
Yeah.
Or JMO, excuse me. RC.
Hello?
Hey, are you over 18?
Yes.
Okay. How do you morally justify not being vegan?
Well, what's your standard of morality?
My standard of morality. I don't know how to answer that. Like, where do I get my morality from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It comes from me that I'm sentient. I know I'm having a subjective experience. And that's really all I know, right? I know that I don't want to be exploited or harmed or violated without my consent. And if I want to be respected like that without having some deep conversation with someone, I'm going to reflect that same respect to other beings who have a similar capacity. And I learned recently, and I say recently, 9 years ago, that animals are very similar to us. So I couldn't justify what we do to them.
Right. Fair enough. If my subjective morality leads me to a different conclusion opposite of that, what makes me incorrect?
Oh, I don't think that you actually have an opposite perspective. I think most people agree with me that causing animals unnecessary harm is immoral. Do you think, like, I'll give you an example. Do you think it's moral that I lock a dog in a hot car because it's convenient for me?
I think that there's ethical issues with that, of course.
Can you answer it?
Yeah, I think that's I think it's wrong. I just don't think it's wrong in the same way you do.
So tell me why you think it's wrong. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's wrong because it's very easy to not do that. You're locking the dog in a trap space, but I think it's more wrong to do it to a baby.
Sure.
Right? Like, I don't put humans on the same moral grounding that I do
but
animals.
how is that relevant to what we're talking about?
Because animals were made, not all, but many animals were made for our
But
consumption.
are you going to the grocery store and
Made?
choosing between human and animal flesh, or are you choosing between plant-based products and animal products? Because I don't know why you brought a human into it.
Well, I'm just saying,
I'm
morally
not telling you
speaking,
to eat humans instead of animals.
No, I would
Okay,
hope not.
so then why did you escalate it to humans when I'm showing you that animals, as you agreed, it would be immoral to cause them suffering unnecessarily, right? Even though it's convenient for me and provides some kind of benefit, I can do something else because there's a victim involved, correct?
Yeah, but I think that it is necessary to cause them suffering for some things. That's why I'm not just
So
accepting.
for me, it's convenient and gives me benefits if the dog suffers in a hot car because I need to go do things and otherwise they'll destroy my apartment. So the benefit
Yeah, you
is
can just leave the
they're
air conditioning.
contained. It doesn't have AC. Doesn't have
Your
AC.
car?
And also, hold on a sec. Also, in a lot of other parts of the world, people would argue that dogs are made for eating.
Yeah. Don't you guys agree though that we used to eat animals like when we were cavemen,
Yeah, we're not
primal?
talking about our past. We're saying
Of
right
course.
now
So
we don't need to
biologically,
use
we're-
animals.
But biologically, like, we were always eating animals. Was it
But
wrong?
right
then?
now, fast forward to today, we
Yeah.
don't need to. So it
But
doesn't
we're
matter
still-
what we did in the
world.
past.
Are you saying that our biology has evolved to becoming herbivores? Or are we
RC,
still
I think that
No.
you're purposely being obtuse I think you understand that you can get everything you need on a plant-based diet. Are you clipping your toenails? What are you doing?
This is not me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. It sounds like clipping a lot.
I actually was clipping my nails. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It was grinding my gears a little bit. I was like, oh my God, what am I hearing?
Oh my gosh, I didn't
It's all
realize
right.
it was
I
so
love
loud.
you,
My
so
bad.
I'll forgive you. I love you, so I forgive you. Or see, if it was you, I'd have been off my lid. Okay. All right, I'll stop being silly. So my serious point though, we're talking about nutrition, right? So your reason for not going vegan is just nutrition? You're worried that you need things from animals?
Well, my reason is that's most of it. I'm just trying to answer if
Okay,
it's moral.
so a plant-based diet you can get everything you need right here. The Vegan Daily Dozen. Easy checklist to make sure you get everything.
Sure.
Okay.
But it's not
so
immoral to not do that.
it's wrong to cause animals unnecessary suffering. If I get exercise from kicking dogs, do you think that that's moral, or should I go kick something else?
I think it's weird.
Do you think I should kick something else?
Yeah, I think you should.
Exactly. So I'm telling you that you don't need to kick dogs. You can go
I
kick
don't.
something else. Right. You're
but I can-
you're escalating the violence. You're removing someone's head. You're taking their life. They can no longer have any more experiences.
So is it wrong when other animals eat animals or just humans?
It's immoral in my standards, but I can't
Even for
communicate.
other animals?
Can you listen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yes, it is immoral, I think, for animals to unalive each other, but they're in a survival situation, first off. So they're surviving a harsh environment, and second of all, they're what we call moral patients. They're not moral agents like you and me. You and I, we can weigh out what's right and wrong, right? We understand that morality is complex. We can take a situation and, tinker around and think about it. A lot of animals don't have that capacity or the luxury of time to do so, right? They're just doing what was taught to them that is keeping them alive. Every day, they have to try to survive. So you saying, this individual over here in a survival situation is doing something immoral, therefore I have the right to demand someone be enslaved? That doesn't make sense.
I mean, that's not really the argument I'm presenting.
It is. You're saying because animals eat other animals, you now have the right to eat animals. Because this animal who's in a survival situation is doing something that is immoral, there's taking someone's life, I now have the right to do it even though I have the capacity to understand right and wrong? I now have the right to harm and violate someone because of this?
But don't you agree we're just animals, though? Or do you think we're
So
more than that?
again, you're going to go back to because animals do things immoral, I can do things that are
you have
immoral?
a picture
You're
of a
dodging
baby.
the fact that you're a moral
You have a
agent.
picture
Can
of a
you think for
baby
yourself?
with a chicken.
RC, can you think for yourself? Are you an adult? Can you
Yeah, I
make
don't-
decisions? Can you weigh out right and wrong?
Yeah.
Then you are a moral agent. You're not a moral patient like the animals.
So then why did you put a picture with a baby mixed with a chicken?
Because a baby
You know,
is
other
another
animals-
moral. This is a moral. Babies are moral patients as well.
Other animals also grape each other. So do you think that that makes it okay for us to grape each other? Because we're animals?
No, but I don't use nature as my standard of morality.
But
though.
you literally just did. You just did that right now.
Well, I'm trying to understand your guys' worldview. Are you guys Christians and you get your morality from the Bible? Okay, so then what do you appeal to yourself?
Ourselves? No, we
That's what
care
the-
about
Actually,
others.
no, I do care. I do turn to myself. I am a sentient being. Okay?
Okay.
You can't know for sure what anybody else is experiencing, right? Are you going to try to have a deep conversation about every single person's morals? Or are you just going to respect everyone the way you want to be respected? By not violating them, by not exploiting them, right?
To humans, yes, but we're
Right.
more than
What is
animals.
it in humans that you respect so much? Is it that they're super smart?
No, it's
is
that-
it because they look like you? Right. You
Can I-
would still respect a
can I
human.
answer?
Maybe not. You would
No,
still
okay.
respect a human that is low intelligence that doesn't look like you, correct?
Yeah, because it's made in God's image.
So it doesn't
Animals-
matter. It doesn't matter if they look like you. It doesn't matter if they think like you. You still respect them because they're having their own experience.
Yeah, but humans are better than animals. We have more
Okay,
value.
so
than
do you
animals.
do a DNA test with every person? How do you know every person you talk to is a human? How do you know we're not infiltrated by aliens right now that just look like us?
How do we know? How do
Do
I
you
know
do
every
DNA
person?
tests all the time?
What drugs are you taking?
Yeah. Better ones than you. I'm sorry, Hannah. I'll calm down. That guy just really got me riled up. I don't like disingenuous
Bro,
people.
what drugs are you taking?
Because he was
My
a hypocrite.
gosh.
Yes. And he keeps dodging his own responsibility. Hold on a second. JMO. Oh, okay. I thought JMO requests. Oh, you did. Okay.
Jeez.
Did you need something, JMO?
Yeah, I mean, I got a little bit more time if you want to get a little deeper.
Oh,
So.
okay. Yeah. I appreciate an honest person. Let's change it up.
Hi, Kelly.
Yeah. Hi, Kelly.
Sorry,
Welcome.
I had
Welcome
to jump
up.
on. Like, I immediately just turned on the app and scrolled and heard what he said and was like, "Oh hell no,
Yeah.
no."
I just didn't even have patience to let him talk. So, but I'll
Also,
let you talk, JMO.
Kelly can go first if since she was here first too.
Oh, I'm a vegan,
Kelly-
so
yeah.
I'm okay.
Okay, so I know you had a couple other questions and get deeper with that, so just feel free to ask me what you wanted to.
Okay. Well, I guess we could start with what animals do you use right now?
Mostly chicken and fish, primarily.
Okay. And what is it? What was it you said before that stopped you from going vegan? Was it just the nutrition?
It was the nutrition and the ability to have it digest through my body from my sport that I was doing at the time because I was a wrestler
Oh,
in
okay.
high school and college, and I just had to be able to cut weight.
Right. I remember now. We were talking about bodybuilders. I was recommending Brian Turner and the Hinch Herbivore. And even that Chip guy, actually, he goes live often. You can see him. He's really buff. He talks about how much protein. He gets 200 plus grams of protein a day. Which
I do love to talk about nutrition because I have a PN level 1 sports nutrition certification.
Which I actually looked into those bodybuilders as well as soon as you said to on my other phone, and it was really cool to see that perspective. And I'm definitely gonna take that not only to myself but to my partner's diet as well. So I do appreciate that.
I didn't hear that last part. What was that last part again?
Just my girlfriend's diet and our meal plans going forward. So I do appreciate that.
Yeah. And like I said, definitely check out the Dailey Dozen just because it makes it really easy to make sure you get all your basic nutrition in. But
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, those two guys, the Brian Turner and the Hinch Herbivore, they, like I said, they're coaches, so you can reach out to them. They're both really nice guys. I've actually talked to Brian many times, or multiple times, not many times.
Do they charge anything that you know of, or
say it again?
Do you know the coaching charge that they have, or?
Oh, I don't know their charges actually yet, but I know that Brian is pretty quick to respond, and he wouldn't be offended if you're like, oh, I can't afford that. Or I don't know how much it is, though. I'm sure he's affordable.
Also, Tor Washington.
Oh, yes, Tor Washington. That's another person I have on my list.
He's amazing.
Yes. Ripped.
Gotcha.
And he's a coach.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to write him down. I wasn't sure if he was a coach. Tor Washington. I'm going to add him to my list.
And he's I think he's over 50 years old, and he's still ripped as shit somehow. It's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely awesome in that way. And I mean, I've switched from dairy protein to vegan protein in the last 2 years, so I do have that on my side. I do have some vegan benefits to my diet right now.
Didn't you have a question about dairy cows? Or was that the guest after you?
That was me, yeah.
Okay. So I'll tell you real quick, basically why we're against dairy. So the cows, they're mammals, right? When do mammals produce milk?
After they're pregnant.
Yeah, after they have a baby. So cows, they have to be pregnant to have a baby, and the way there's two ways in which they impregnate the cow. Either the farmer does it, or the farmer picks out a bull, and pins the female in a pen with that randy male. Right. Or sometimes they will let the male be among the herd, but the reason why they don't use the bull as often is because the bulls are aggressive and can actually harm the cows. So it'll be the farmer who puts on a glove and then has to enter the cow's bum. Through her bum, holds her cervix through the lining of her colon, kind of like her colon is now his glove, and grabs her, I just said it, her
Cervix.
Cervix. Thank you. And then earlier they JO a bull to get his semen by putting buzzies in his bum.
Right.
That's someone's job. And then they collect that, they put it in a little pipette and they squirt that into her, I don't know the right word I can use on TikTok, hoo-ha. I don't know if that's safe. And then they go back and forth. They massage it in her and to make sure she gets pregnant. So if we did that to a human, we would absolutely have a word for that. For some reason, people don't see that with dairy cows, but we do have bestiality laws, you know, but we've now made loopholes in these laws so that we can make dairy. So once she has her baby, that's not even the end of it. Once she has her baby after 9 months, just like us, she gives birth. They take her baby away between hours or a few days, because any longer, they'll build a strong bond. And already when you separate them, they're going to have psychological stresses. So they separate the baby and the mom because we need the milk. And she's, you know, she goes through this cycle every year, and cows can live up to be 20. She goes through this until she's maybe about 6. It's like 4 to 6 is the average age that they become downers. They either can't stand because we've bred them so their udders get so big so they can't support their weight, or they're just losing all their nutrition from having so many babies. Their milk production declines, so they get an early death. And when they're having babies, if it's a boy, he's either immediately unalived or he's maybe raised 1 or 2 years for veal. Right. And then the females are kept in little like dog hutches until they reach sexual maturity to go through the same system that their mom went through.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So that's dairy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty gruesome. And when I learned that, you know, especially knowing that cows are extremely maternal, they're one of the most studied farm animals. They try to breed out the maternity in cows, but it also backfires. So it's disgusting how we try to manipulate how they react to their natural tendencies, but cows, they just can't breed it out of them. They're very maternal. And right. It's heartbreaking to know that we're separating someone who loves their baby so much, just like we do. I wouldn't be able to support that.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, were your parents vegan or anybody in your family? Okay.
No, my whole family is not vegan. In fact, they get very uncomfortable when I talk about it.
Same. I'm the only freak of the family.
Yeah. Same. My family is not vegan, but they support me whatever I do, which is great.
I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, anybody should be supportive of anybody's decision, and I think we need more of that in this community as well. Like being able to have a civil conversation like we're having right now about any topic, honestly, should be how the world should be, which is not. So I do have to honestly hop off now. So I do appreciate you guys just having.
I appreciate you coming back up. Really, thank you, Jane. You're a great person. Thank you for doing.
Yeah, it's nice to talk to people like you. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah,
you too.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. If you're in the chat, actually, I just remembered you should follow all of us. Reach out to us anytime you have questions. We'd love to help you out. That guy was sweet. I like that guy.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah. All right, Matt, come on up. Oh, it's still loading. Maybe it was a while ago. There you are. Hey.
Hello.
Are you over 18?
Oh yeah, I'm 36.
Okay. Awesome. How do you morally justify not being vegan?
I was raised, I'm Native American. I was raised raising cattle, chicken, pigs, everything. Mm-hmm. A lot of what you say doesn't necessarily happen, especially within Native communities.
Okay. I mean, if you're using cows for dairy, that absolutely has
just
to happen.
dairy.
Right, we do that for other animals. That is true
essence, too. Most farmers I've met, which is in the thousands, run their bulls with their herds. We also don't kill boys or raise
I just
them
want to be clear. Wait, you just keep the boys with the girls all the time. How do you maintain the population so that you don't get too many mouths to feed?
There is never a point where
Oh, they just naturally
is
maintain
too
a
many
single
mouths to feed.
population? You never have to like thin the herd?
It raises, but it also thins by natural selection. Some die, some get taken by
Oh, so you
wolves.
just leave them
It
out there
happens.
to get unalived.
And
I'm
you
conf-
neglect their care,
I
like
do
their
not
Yeah, I'm
vet
leave them
care.
confused.
out
I'm
there. No,
confused. What is
I
this
have a barn.
situation? I'm confused on this
Pretty
situation.
traditional farm. I have several barns.
Hmm.
There is wild animals that get into the pasture.
Okay.
I'm not
So
sure how you're confused.
let's say I have children and I just give birth to them because I like baby bacon. But I give them a great environment. They can run around. Sometimes some wild animals might snatch them, but it's okay. I take really good care of them. Is that moral?
You're talking about humans, so no.
Okay. And what is it why is that wrong to do to humans? I agree with you, just to be clear.
Because I don't, and no one uses humans for anything
I mean,
in
we
that
could though.
industry.
We could. So why don't we?
And we used to, I
Because
mean,
Yeah.
historically.
there's not a health benefit from eating humans.
Actually, human flesh is very beneficial to us as long as it's not infected, just like animal flesh. It's just as
It's a
dangerous
good
as animal
source of
flesh.
protein.
Actually, if you'd like, I can get you several articles on how eating human flesh actually deteriorates brain tissue.
That's only
It's been
if they
proven
have
in neurological
prawns.
studies
It's only if they have
hundreds, if not thousands of
Matt,
times over.
Matt. It's only if they're infected with the prawns disease. If they're not
Incorrect.
infected,
Repeatedly eating human meat is proven in
because they had prawns
carnivoric studies
disease.
over in Britain.
They had prawns disease. They were eating infected flesh.
There's more than one study
If
that
you cook
supports
it,
this, including
I promise you,
individuals.
Matt, I promise you, if you cook flesh, it's just as safe.
I come from people directly that ate humans, and we called
Oh,
it
so
long
you
pork.
do
Trust
know
me,
you
I
can
know there is
survive on it, so
deficiency.
why don't we do it? We eat animals when it's not
We did
healthy
not
for us.
survive on it.
Matt, you know that it's
We
not
did not
healthy.
survive on it.
Well, you're here. You said your ancestors did it, so clearly someone survived.
Ancestors did it in times of need when
To
other forms
survive,
of
Matt.
food were
Are you
not
here to be
available.
honest? I don't think you're being honest. I'm starting to get frustrated with you. You're saying no,
You're
and then you're
yelling
saying
for
yes.
absolutely no reason.
Oh my God. You literally just said, my ancestors did this in the past to survive. And I said, yes, for survival. Okay, they could survive on it. No, they can't survive. You just said they survived. You're here. Someone had to survive. Animals, when we eat them, guess what? We're finding it's not that great for us, but we still consume them. So what's wrong with me cooking humans, even though it's not healthy for me?
And more so, I mean, just because your ancestors had this traditional way of raising cattle and doing things quote unquote in a way that you think is better, what justifies abusing them and killing them at this point now that we don't have to? Oh, he doesn't know how to unmute, maybe?
I invited him. I don't know. He could be also just sitting there because he's mad that I muted him and I was yelling over him because he's being disingenuous.
100%. Just, I knew he was going to be a bad pick because he said he was a farmer.
And
I
the
mean-
fact of the matter is, I mean, it doesn't matter what your ancestors did. We don't have to do it now.
Yeah.
We don't.
My ancestors did atrocious things. That doesn't give me the right to do it, right? I have options to live a better life. I'm going to do that. If I can avoid demanding someone's oppression, I will do so. I think you're trying to leave. I'll kick you. Anyway. I don't really appreciate people bringing well, it doesn't matter. I felt like he was throwing his culture in there randomly. And I'm like, I felt kind of frustrated with that. I'm like, so you're tokenizing your culture. That's rude. Like, everyone has different backgrounds. My culture is heavily steeped in raising animals. You know, I can still celebrate
Everyone's
my culture. I know.
Yeah, everyone who's here,
Yeah.
their ancestors raised animals. Like,
Exactly. For survival and not survival. It happened. So
yeah.
we can do better, though. We don't need to do it. I really do wish I could have gotten further in the conversation. I did want to know what his access to other things were, like what, but I just got so frustrated with
I think
him.
he was just being argumentative.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do what I've done in the past. I'm going to mute myself and let you guys take over if you want, because I don't like kicking people when there is a chance to talk to them, and I feel kind of bad now. But even if they are being disingenuous and maybe deserved it, I still want to. Anyway, if you guys are willing to talk to somebody, please speak up, and I'll ask too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. All right, Emma. It's taking a second. Hey, Emma, are you over 18?
Hello.
Oh, are you over 18?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, what year were you born? Almost. You're almost. You almost got it. You got to have your math right. But you sound very young, too. I don't know if you'll be able to get away with it on other lives. All right, Bane. Oh, no. Okay, still loading. Yeah, Hannah, I'm also sorry for earlier talking over you. I got really focused in that conversation, so.
Oh no, I get it. It's annoying. I get it.
Yeah. Hey, Bane, are you over 18?
Yes.
What year were you born?
Yes. 2004.
Okay. I don't know. I'm going to let you stay up here until I get confirmation, or if anybody else feels uncomfortable. How do you morally justify not being vegan?
It's in nature. I mean, like over time, obviously, like we've eaten animals and stuff. I mean, just because we become more advanced doesn't mean that we have to stop eating animals. I mean, we still get it as a form of protein and nutrition.
Oh,
It's
do you recognize that animals are sentient?
I mean, yeah, but other animals kill other animals. Do you not think that other animals understand that other animals are sentient?
Nope.
I think other animals are surviving a harsh environment, and that we, who are moral agents, who understand that morality is complex and that we can weigh it out, what's right and wrong, that we have a moral obligation to act on what we think is right and wrong. And just because someone who may not understand morality and is surviving a harsh environment is doing something that we think is immoral, that doesn't give you the right to also do something immoral.
So why do, like, tens of thousands of years ago, why were we killing woolly mammoths? Do we not believe in any type of morality then?
I don't know what's wrong with your microphone. Did anybody else understand that? I'm really sorry.
No.
Sorry.
I said, so tens of thousands of years ago, why do we kill animals then? Was there any type of morality then?
Yeah, it was still immoral, but we were in survival. And I don't know if we actually even knew better back then. I don't know how sapient we were.
But I will say this: 1,000 years ago, there were actually Buddhist monks that
Oh,
did
1,000. I was thinking
live a
like
vegan
10,000. Sorry.
No, there were Buddhist monks that lived a vegan lifestyle because they wanted to live peacefully and they didn't want to cause harm and suffering. So we did have those people back then, certainly
Yeah,
not as
totally.
many.
Pythagoras, for example, he was one of the first ones to speak up for animal rights. And he's like, I think it was like 1,000 years ago, right?
Is that the same
I'm
guy?
not sure.
Who did the Pythagorean
Yes.
theory?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yep,
I
that's
was just
him.
like, I think I know that guy.
Yep.
So do you think it's not in our nature to consume animals?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? How?
Because we don't have to consume animals. At this current point in time, there's so many more advances where you can get things that are plant-based that there's really no need for it at all. There's no need at all.
And with that same logic, you could say all throughout history for thousands of years, we've always had slavery. So why don't we have that now? I mean, it's cheap labor.
I mean, but then again, though, you're comparing slavery to consumption of food. That isn't How do you compare
Well,
them?
no, I'm not comparing it to food, but what I'm saying is that you're trying to justify eating meat because we always did it throughout history. And what I'm saying is that just because we did it throughout history doesn't mean that we can't make a better choice now because we know that it's immoral
To who?
to people
Are the
that
animals
care
mad?
about sentient beings and like other humans and animal. I mean, never mind.
Well, I mean, if you don't
It's
want to
to the
eat
victim. It's
meat,
unfair
you
to
don't
the
have to.
victim. The reason why we use slavery as an example is because it's another time in our past that humans looked at another being and used arbitrary traits to say, you, even though you have the same capacity to suffer, even though you're having your own experience and have your own purpose, I don't care because you're outside of my group, right? You have a trait that is different from me, therefore I can dominate you. I can violate you. And when we look back on that, we say that's wrong, right? Even though we
Okay,
did it for
so
a long time.
I have a question on this. So why do
Well, let me
why
tie
do
it to the animals so you understand what I'm saying. The animals also have a capacity to experience the world. They have the ability to suffer and feel joy, and they have their own purpose. And again, we're looking at them and saying, because even though we share that capacity to suffer and experience life, I'm going to ignore that because you have these arbitrary traits that I deem lesser. Therefore, I have the right to dominate your body. So that's why we use slavery as an example, because it's the same actions being done to a sentient being.
what about all right, so and that if we don't have to eat meat and we should just all go to I guess plants, then what about like omnivorous animals? Like animals that have a wider range of like food intake.
Your microphone keeps going in and out. I'm really
What?
sorry.
So like what about animals who have a wider range of food intake, like omnivores in a sense that like they eat meat and plants. So if
No, what about us? We're talking about us, dude.
well, are we not omnivores in a sense?
That means that we can survive off of plants or animals, so we don't have to now.
Okay,
We don't
so
have.
if an animal is an omnivore, they
Didn't
can
we
eat
already cover
anything.
this? Bane, didn't you already ask about animals harming animals?
No, I'm talking about humans. Humans are omnivores.
Okay, go ahead, Hannah. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say that, yeah, we are omnivores, meaning that we can thrive off plants. We don't have to eat animals anymore.
I mean, we don't have to eat only plants.
Sure, but do you agree that animals suffer? They
I
feel
mean,
suffering?
yeah, it's a part of life.
Do you think that they deserve to suffer?
I mean, if I was an animal, I would say,
Not if you were an animal. You're a human. You have your human intelligence. Do you think that it's better to harm an animal, or do you think that if you can stop harming an animal, it's better to stop harming it?
honestly, I mean, I really wouldn't care. Other animals
That's a
harming
very
other animals.
cowardly answer, Bane. It's a very cowardly
Other
answer.
animals are
You're telling
other
me
animals.
if someone was on the street kicking a dog, you'd think, meh, whatever.
Well, I mean, I don't eat dogs,
No, that's
so
not
then
what I just
again,
said. Would you care if
Other
someone
people
was
eat dogs.
would you care if someone was kicking a dog?
I mean, yeah, but then the
Okay, so
dog
you're
is gonna
being
freeze.
disingenuous then when you say you don't care.
Because you are telling us that you do care about animals suffering, if you would
Okay,
prefer a dog not to be kicked.
well then I mean, I'm not eating a dog, but people will eat a cow. If somebody tells me there's a dog being kicked to death and then there's a cow that's gonna be shot and turned to a burger, I'd rather care for the dog rather than the cow because
That's not the choices you're
the
given
cow is
though.
food.
That's a silly
Yeah.
comparison.
It makes sense. I
Store, when
mean,
you go to the
It
store,
cows are
doesn't make
cows, dogs are
sense.
dogs.
What
wait,
situation are you in here? Like,
store, are you choosing between kicking dogs and a cow being pew-pewed, or are you choosing between plants and a cow being pew-pewed?
I mean,
Yeah.
the cow is, doesn't matter, bro.
Okay, so do you not recognize that cows are sentient?
I mean, they're sentient, but then
Do you
again, I mean,
understand that they're
food is
compared to
food.
human toddlers as far as their cognition?
I mean, that doesn't stop it from being food.
Yeah, what stops babies from being baby bacon?
I mean, because it's a baby.
And what stops dogs from being food? Because dogs are food all over other parts of the world. So why do you care about a dog but not a cow?
I mean, because in my current area, I mean, who eats dogs in America?
It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that you're saying that the sentience of a dog and a dog being, abused, it matters to you, but for some reason, a cow that has the same intelligence, it doesn't matter.
Because then again, one is looked as food and one is not,
Dogs are looked at as food, though.
but not by the majority.
Yes,
Bane,
actually, Asia has more people.
It is a fallacy, though, to say, like, just because something's popular, that's why it's moral. That's silly. Because slavery was popular at its time, but it's still immoral. Ask the victims.
I don't think slavery has a direct correlation to eating food.
Because, Bane, you're up here being purposely obtuse. You don't actually want to listen or learn. You just want to hold on to your num-nums. You genuinely like hurting animals. We get it.
I mean, I'm not doing the hurting.
Oh, you're not? Okay. Why don't you hurt animals for fun? Why don't you, like, kick them?
Why would I do that? I mean,
For fun. It's funny. It's funny. They run around. You can get exercise. You can do it with friends. It's like kicking a soccer ball that runs away.
Okay, so do you feel like as if I'm...
So why don't you do that, Bane?
No, I have a question.
Why don't you do that?
As if
why don't you do that?
Because
why don't you answer? Okay, I appreciate you were going to answer, but I'm really tired of you trying to not answer.
He keeps changing the subject to avoid.
That's why I'm pushing him. I want to know, why don't you kick dogs like soccer balls?
Because why would I go kick a dog?
Because it's fun.
What?
It's fun.
Okay, no, I have a question.
No, you need to answer me. Why won't you go have fun with me and go kick a dog? I'm inviting you to a party. We're going to go kick this dog. It's going to be a great time. You're going to meet some people.
Bro.
Yeah. Is it because you care that this dog will suffer?
I mean, no, I believe that dogs are companions. Like, why would I go kick a dog?
So is it because the dog will suffer?
I mean, I'm sure it'll hurt.
Do you think that's nice to do to the dog? Do you think that's fair for me to kick the dog?
I believe it's not right to kick anything.
Right. It's not right to kick any sentient being, right, that has the capacity to suffer. I agree with you. We're on the same page.
Right.
You're the one that changes it and starts to become disingenuous when you say cows don't matter. Cows are just as intelligent and conscious as dogs. And you're telling me that kicking a dog, I'm honestly done talking to you. And I'll let anybody else take over. But you're telling me that kicking a dog is immoral, but removing someone's head for you to lick their insides is not. And I think that's kind of backwards.
I have a genuine question.
All right, what's the question? I'm curious.
Yeah. All right, now, do you believe that... All right, so... Do you believe that... All right, so you're saying that a dog and a cow are in like the same word.
And that's not what I believe. That is factually true. I mean, you can check that. You can Google that yourself.
Okay. Well, do you believe that I'm as morally wrong for eating the animal that is already killed by going to the store and getting it, rather than being the one that's doing the killing?
Yep.
Yeah, because you're
still
paying for someone else to do it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, Hannah.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm just like, no, go ahead.
How?
Because you're still supporting the schmurdering of the cow by going out and purchasing it. Supply and demand works in a way where if you want more meat, they're going to schmurder more animals for you. But if you stop saying you want it, then obviously that supply is going to go down. Supply and demand. It's not hard to understand. I have to go, though. I'm sorry, guys. I have an appointment.
Okay.
But thank you.
Bye, Kelly.
Bye.
Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you coming up. Thank you. Everyone should go follow Kelly. Later. Bye, Kelly.
So, Bane, every day when you buy things, you are voting for those things with your dollars. If you no longer vote with your dollars, those things will stop happening as much. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's understandable, but
No, that's supply and demand. That's how it works.
I mean, but just because I stop buying meat, I'm pretty sure that the majority of the world is not going to stop.
It doesn't matter what the majority is doing. It's, you're saying that you're opposing this horrible system. And that's why vegans like me and vegan stoner lady get up here and talk to people, is because the more of us that can get on board with this and stand up to this horrible thing that's happening, the more we can show animal agriculture that things need to change.
So do you believe that there's going to be a consequence, a consequence if we don't stop eating meat?
A consequence in what way? Can you explain?
What is, do you believe that there is a great consequence and that we should just all stop eating meat? Or is it just because you believe that it's just bad?
Well, the consequence is that animals are suffering, and they're suffering in a way where we can stop that from happening. They don't need to.
I mean, me personally, I just believe that it's a part of life. Animals eat meat. I mean, other animals eat
It
meat.
doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be.
But it is, though. I mean, it just is. What? There's nothing else
It
to
is
it.
right now, but throughout history,
It always
things have
has been.
changed. There have been very large, social movements all throughout history where a lot of people stood up to things that were not moral, that were happening. And we said, enough of this. This is not right. And then things changed. And so now me and a lot of other vegans are saying, this is not right. We're standing up to it and we're trying to change it.
If an animal was made in a sense to where it can be consumed, why is it wrong to consume it?
So, what?
If an animal is made to where it can be consumed, why is it wrong to consume it?
Made?
Yes, if a cow or a pig is able to be consumed, then why is it wrong to consume it?
Why is it wrong to consume dogs? You told us you're against consuming dogs. Yeah, I know. We're talking in circles. I actually don't think that you're really open to having this discussion. I think vegan stoner lady is right.
Yeah, Bane, I don't know how you are drawing these random arbitrary lines between animals. You're like, this animal is okay to eat, this animal is not okay to eat because my culture says so. This animal, I don't know, right?
All you care about is what society is doing. You don't care about thinking for yourself.
Like, what do you
I mean,
think?
I'm
What do you
good with
think
eating
led?
meat, but-
What do you think led to discrimination? It was arbitrary traits, right? Like, it's wrong to judge others on arbitrary traits. What we should respect in each other is that we're all having our own experience and that we want to avoid harm. We all have this inherent right to not be exploited. That should be respected. I shouldn't have to have a deep conversation with you about my morality, right? You should just respect me as a being. And I realize that animals look different and they think a little different, but that doesn't mean you have the right over their autonomy. I know it's convenient and you're encouraged to do it in this society, but there are other times, as we pointed out, when it was popular to be immoral. And we're trying to say, yes, it's hard and inconvenient to stand up for what's right, but you should do what you think is right and not do what you think is wrong just because it's easier for you. Because if you were the victim, what would you want your oppressors to do, knowing that they could avoid demanding your oppression? Would you want them to just keep going? Or would you want them to stop using you, even if it's a little bit inconvenient for them?
I have a question.
No, answer my question. What do you want your oppressor to do?
I mean, I'm not being oppressed, so I mean, I don't know.
What would you want your oppressor to do?
If
You're
I was
about to
being
have your
killed-
throat slit. Would you want that knife to continue, or do you want the oppressor to stop?
as a human, I mean, I wouldn't want to be killed.
And exactly, because you're sentient. You want to continue living. That's part of being sentient. That's what I'm telling you. Why do you think the animals are any different? This is their only life, and you're taking it from them. This is their whole universe. Everything that happens to them matters, just like to you. Everything that happens to you, even if you're a small, nothing person that provides nothing to society, you still care what happens to you. That's what matters.
And these animals have families and they want to live. They don't want to die. So, like, why do they have to die just so that you can eat a burger for 20, 15 minutes?
Because that's the transfer of energy in life. Something has to die in
You
order
are
to.
so thick. I'm so done
I
talking
know.
to you. You're so
I know.
thick.
He just, yeah.
He just literally just is just talking. I don't think it's like talking to a wall. He's
But
literally just-
everybody else does it.
Exactly. It's all he keeps turning to. It's like, okay, literally every atrocity, that's how they continue. That's how they continue. People say the same fucking thing. They say, oh, well, that's just the way it is. I can't do anything. You're like directly. So the difference is, though, in the past, like you maybe didn't have it. Well, actually, racism and slavery, you were directly demanding. But like, for example, the Schmolocaust, you know, that wasn't on demand directly, and I could understand not knowing how to stop that atrocity. This atrocity, you are directly demanding. If you remove, as Kelly was saying, your demand, they won't replace what you purchase, right? If you don't pick up that package, they don't need to replace it. That's what supply and demand is. Bane, I see you still in here. Ugh. Okay. I shouldn't let them get to me, but it's like, it's because I see myself in them. I was also a hard-headed non-vegan at one point, and I teased people. So it's
Me
like
too.
yeah. So I feel like I'm yelling at myself, really.
I know. No, I'll be the first to admit I was the fucking worst. I was a troll too. I really was.
Yep. But honestly, I feel like because of my experience and now hearing you confirm it, I feel like trolls often, because this is what I did, is that I was told or challenged on my perspective of animals. And then I went and did research because I was like, oh, hell no, I'm going to best you. And then I learned the truth. It was like, oh God, I really don't want to support that. Oh my, wow. Yuck.
I used to know this one vegan woman, actually the owner of the sanctuary I used to work at, and she used to say, and I do think that there's some truth to this. She said the people who make fun of vegans the most, the people who troll the hardest, are actually the closest to going vegan themselves, and they just don't know it yet.
Yeah. I honestly feel that way too. I also, I just have this theory that there's going to be this certain threshold where, I mean, the environment is going to be sadly a big part of it that pushes it. But I do think that there's going to be a big shift in perspectives because everyone's engaging in vegan information. So I just feel like the truth it's inevitable. It will come out.
And we've never had this, like, for example, this like footage from slaughterhouses before. And so many people are really seeing just how disgusting it is. So, I mean, not everybody is heartless. Like, people do care.
Most people care. And I think that most people would be, especially people that are like, I can't look at that. Like, genuinely, people don't want to see animals in harm's way. And they don't want to see animals even being pushed around or, you know, even manhandled, you know. People don't like seeing animals harmed or made uncomfortable. It's because we recognize their suffering and we relate with that. And that's important. We're told to cut that off. And it's like, no, that's a real thing. We should be aware of that, just like we are for each other. All right, I'll stop yapping, guys. I could get carried away. All right, Jenry Clack.
Suck a nigga dick.
Okay.
Oh, that's like a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know what they said. Something.
I do.
I don't know. Okay.
You don't want to know. I'm not going to repeat it.
That's okay. That's okay. Kids say things they don't understand the gravity of what they're saying. It just sounds like I'm like Charlie Brown with kids. Wah, 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 wah. Exactly. Hey, Leon.
Good afternoon.
Are you over 18?
Yes.
What year were you born?
1990.
Okay. How do you morally justify not being vegan?
Because it is natural.
it is between our nature and
Okay.
you know
Does something being natural make it moral?
it is something natural.
That's not what I asked you. Is something being natural make it automatically moral? Is what I asked you in your eyes.
Not
Okay.
necessarily.
So then what is it then that morally justifies you not being vegan?
I mean, I could justify myself like eating meat, me personally.
Yeah, just you.
Yeah, because I think that that's healthy for me,
Okay.
and uh, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay. So there's two things. So do you think that there's something that we need from animals?
Yes, yes.
What is it we need?
Um, Protein,
We can get
amino
protein from
acids.
plants. Actually, Hannah, do you want to? I don't know if you want to talk to him about.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about protein. Love to talk about protein. Leon, how many grams of protein per day do you feel that you need to eat and are eating?
I don't have an idea how many I need. I don't know.
But so you don't know, but you know that you can't get it from a plant-based diet.
Yes, I could get it from, I don't know, beans or something like that. Yes.
Sure. So if you're acknowledging that we can get protein from plants, then your argument as to why you couldn't go vegan was because of protein. So it doesn't really make sense.
No, no, no. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going vegan. It's just because of protein. It's my personal choice. For
Well,
me,
one of your
it
reasons
tastes
was
better.
health. You were saying that it's not healthy. So what's not healthy about it?
No, you can be vegan and be healthy. There is plenty of examples of people that are
Okay.
vegan and they're healthy. And of
Okay.
course, consuming meat doesn't mean that you're not gonna be, because there's a lot of people who consume meat and they're like really sick.
Yeah.
It can, but it's just I don't. To be honest, I don't see like consuming meat as something immoral from my perspective.
Okay. Well, what do you think that animals are sentient?
Yes,
So they have the capacity to suffer and feel pain and they have emotions just like we do.
yes, they feel pain and all that.
So if we can be healthy and be vegan, why would we still cause that pain to them when we do not have to?
So, do you think that a vegan lifestyle will prevent animals from suffer?
Oh, you got muted. What happened?
1 second.
Oh,
Hello. So, do you think that the vegan life?
oh, I think he
Somebody's
has connection
trying to call
issues.
me. Somebody's trying to call me, and them like So, but look, um, so okay. So you think that a vegan lifestyle will prevent animals from suffering?
It's not a perfect system, certainly, but I will say that it prevents a lot more suffering than if you were to eat animals. Absolutely.
Yes, but do you recognize that your hands, you still will have blood on your hands, even if you consume only like vegetables.
Of course, but here's the thing. Just because you cannot be perfect and live, a perfect lifestyle, does that mean that you shouldn't at least attempt to stop some of the suffering that you cause?
Yeah, I just think this sacrifice won't.
Oh,
Sorry, I just think this sacrifice won't like the price this sacrifice is not gonna be worthy of what we're gonna gain. Stop
well,
eating.
what we gain is that some of the animals that we were causing suffering to will no longer be suffering. That's the gain.
Yeah, and also a lot of them are going to disappear. For example, we won't have any more chicken. We won't have any more cows or pigs. a lot of them are going to like disappear because we won't need it anymore. Nothing is going to justify the existence of these
Well, yeah,
animals.
because the thing is, we're forcing them to breed just for the purpose of unaliving them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's not like a happy existence for them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're like these animals are like 100% like conscious of why they exist and if they're happy or not. I don't know if that like something that is, they're like conscious of this situation where they are.
Well, they are sentient and they do feel pain and suffering, just like you agreed. So, do you think that them living in factory farms and being cramped and sick and barely being able to move just for a very short period of time, because I want to just, if you didn't know this, the animals that people consume are killed, or excuse me, are unalived when they're babies. They don't get to live long, happy lives. So they live a very short, uncomfortable existence and then they're unalived. So if we can prevent that from happening, why wouldn't we?
Well, this answer is like something that you know. I didn't. I wasn't the guy who started this. This is something that is. This is the world we live in. This is the system that we're living, and I
Well, we
will
don't have
say,
to, though. We don't have to.
yeah, it will be. It will be a big change. Just let's say
Leon,
for
I'm just
example,
going
if
to
we
jump in for a
adopt.
quick, Leon, just for a quick second. Are you racist?
No.
Right. Do you try to not be racist?
Uh huh.
Okay. Even though, do you understand, or I'll ask you, do you think you can eliminate all racism in the world?
No, I don't think
Okay.
that's possible.
Does that make it pointless to not be racist, or is it a principled thing?
Well, yeah, I get your point. Yeah, it's better to not live in like a racist society.
Right.
Is
Exactly. And by doing that, you're acting the way you want to see in the world, right? By being a better
yeah.
person. Right. Right. Even though it may be hard in some situations, maybe you're surrounded by a bunch of people you like and you discover they're racist. It would be uncomfortable, right? You don't agree with that principle. Even though
No.
they are the people you care about may show some kind of racism, you still have the principle that being racist is wrong and that you would still uphold that principle, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's all veganism is. Veganism is the same thing. We're just saying animals are sentient.
And just because we can't do everything doesn't mean we shouldn't even try. You know? We should always try to be better, right? Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, and you look. I don't know how like if let's say tomorrow we all adopt this lifestyle. It's going to be a big change. A lot of things are going to disappear. The economy is not going to be the same. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs, and everything is going to be.
Did that
Is going to.
matter? Did that matter when we were ending slavery?
Huh?
Did any of those things you list matter when we were abolishing slavery? Or did those people that were enslaved deserve immediate liberation despite the effects of the economy?
Yeah, yeah. It's going to be a change like similar to that, but like in a bigger scale.
Also,
And
it's go ahead. Well, I just want to add, it won't happen like that, Leon. It won't
it's
happen
never going to
overnight.
happen overnight. I mean, slow, and we know that for a fact because the vegan population of the world has only gone up maybe like 1% over the past 10 years. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a very gradual shift.
Yeah, I have a question.
Before
Did
you do,
you
I do want to
guys
I just want to add on to Hannah's thing. There is actually a study that found that once we reach a 3% threshold, that there will actually be a dramatic shift that happened for every rights movement. There was this 3% number that popped up of people truly believing, that like for human slavery that was wrong, and then there was this huge just shift throughout most of the communities, and that's how change started. But I'm sorry,
Well,
Leon. I did interrupt you.
Yeah, I have a question about this movement, right? I will say like veganism is a movement. Have
yeah.
ever this movement had been put into practice, at least on like a small community? You know, like something that is uh, self-sufficient.
Saying that
What do you mean?
before you go vegan, a whole society has to go vegan and survive for you to consider it?
No, 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 not me. Look, honestly, I'm gonna be like 100% honest with you right now. I will never consider this lifestyle. I don't think I have this um control
What
like
if
to
you were the
stop
victim?
eating meat.
What if you were the animal? Would you want your oppressor to say, I know I don't need to use him, but I'm going to anyway because I enjoy it so much and it's so convenient? Would you think that's fair to you? Or would you want them to go, oh, I don't need to use him. I don't need to use Leon. I'll stop.
Yeah, but this is not the case.
Can you
I'm
answer
not
my question at least, and then I'll let you carry on?
okay. So the question was if I was an animal that
No,
will
no,
if it
not if you were an animal. As you are now, someone is
yeah.
able to dominate you, and they want to use you, right? Would you want them to stop or continue?
Of course, I would like wanting to stop,
How
but and this
quickly do
is
you want them to stop?
as soon as possible. You know.
Okay. Well, just know that you right now are that oppressor. And those animals, they want the same mercy. So I guess what morally justifies you not being vegan, demanding that those innocent animals go through the scariest system that we don't even put our worst humans through.
Okay, but now my question. You know, there is like ever this movement put it to the test to like in a small community or something that is self-sufficient that like the economy is
Jainism.
good for everybody.
Jainism.
What?
Jainism.
Jainism is a religion. Also, Seventh Day Adventists are pretty much all vegetarian or vegan.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Also, Buddhists. Traditionally, Buddhists are very high vegetarian or vegan population.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
also India. I'm sorry, India. India is a big vegetarian population. I mean, mostly vegetarian
yeah,
population.
but I won't call like that place like a thriving country or a place that somebody will like desire
What
to
does this
live.
have to do with your choices?
Yeah.
No, no, no. I mean, we're just talking.
I am
We're just
only
talking.
here, Leon. Your choices. Why are you not vegan? That's what this conversation is about. It's not about the world, about you. You just moving your
No.
hand. Why
Personally,
are you
because I
not
don't want
vegan?
to, because
So
it's in my
do you like harming animals? Or is it preferable
no.
that you get everything you want without using animals?
I don't like to harm animals, but I
So you
know that I'm
agree?
part of
Do
it
you
when I
agree it
consume
would be
meat.
preferable if you could get everything you wanted without using animals? Yes or no? More
No,
preferable.
I will still use animals. I will still like prefer
Okay,
like
did you hear the question?
yes.
What was the question?
The question if I can get like whatever I need without using animals.
So you like that animals suffer for you.
I like how they taste.
You like that animals suffer for you.
No, but I like
Okay,
how they
so you
taste.
don't, the preference would be to get everything you have right now without using the animals. Everything you have right now without using the animals. Would that be preferable? Yes or no?
Yes, that will be preferable.
Okay.
Okay,
Why?
and we already know, I mean, well, maybe you don't know, but you can have tasty food that doesn't involve animal suffering.
I don't think. Well, I never tried before, but
Again,
I
put
don't.
yourself in the victim's perspective. That animal wants the mercy that you yourself wanted. You don't need to use them. It'll take you 20 minutes to figure out what other things to eat. 20 minutes. Do you think your 20 minutes of suffering are worse than an individual being walked into a slaughterhouse for the final time of their life, for the final moments? Who has it worse? You for your 20 minutes of research, or this poor individual being forced to the end of their life? I need you to answer, Leon.
Look,
Which
you're not
which
gonna come
one?
with me. At
Which
least
is
not
easy?
today.
Who has it? Who has it? Who has it harder? That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Coward. Running.
Also, I like how he was so ready to like shit talk vegan food and then like was admitting that he hasn't eaten any vegan food.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm sure he actually has. It just isn't aware of it either. You know, like
Well, of
vegetables,
course.
fruits. You know, pastas. Not all pastas, but yeah. Like, I just feel that it's because he has strong cognitive dissonance. He's clearly uncomfortable. I'm more upset with him than he is uncomfortable, though. But he definitely is uncomfortable. He's up here defending it, and he just doesn't want to accept that he's causing harm. He kept saying, I want to keep using the animal, but he doesn't want the animal to suffer. I'm like, that's
Right.
your cognitive dissonance right there, dude. You're causing someone
Oy
to
vey.
suffer. Anyway. Andy. Man, it is kind of slow for the hour and a half mark. Usually I have a little more activity. Andy, are you over 18?
Yeah, I'm 23.
Okay. You sound quite young. How do you morally justify not being vegan?
I could justify that through the health benefits that come with a meat diet.
Do you think that
being able?
Do you think that you can't get everything you need on a plant-based diet?
Not everything.
Like what?
Well, a few things: carnosine, creatine, taurine.
Those aren't essential, but you can get vegan sources for them.
Yeah, your body makes those. You don't have to eat them.
Yeah, but I mean, like sort of those that I just listed, it is quite hard to source in a vegan. Well, you just can't get them in a vegan diet.
They're not hard to source.
Yeah, but we just said they're not essential. You don't need to eat them. Your body produces them out of amino acids. So as long as you're getting all essential amino acids, which you do get from plants, then you will be producing enough of those. What was it? Creatine, carnitine. I forget what else you said. Taurine. Yeah, your body produces all of those.
Yep.
Yeah, so obviously, if that's what I wanted to add into my diet, you know.
Yeah, you can
there's
find
not really
vegan
anything
sources.
wrong with that, is there?
There are vegan sources. Andy, we just told you there are vegan sources. So what morally justifies you not being vegan?
I mean, yeah, I take creatine every day because I lift heavy weights. So.
Yeah, well, that's totally fine.
I have the vegan creatine right now, actually.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't think that being a meat eater means that I'm less of a human.
Well, can we stick to the subject? Can we stick to the subject? Because the initial subject was that you don't think that a vegan or a plant-based diet is as healthy. So can we go back to that?
Yeah.
Okay. So why isn't it as healthy?
Well, there's multiple researches being done on this.
Okay. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
All right.
One example is Cambridge Oxford University. They've got multiple articles that you can view online on their webpage, discussing why a meat diet is advantageous over a animal diet.
Is this a podcast?
He was talking about an Oxford study, but I would say, I mean, sure, there are studies that will whatchamacallit,
studies that support carnivore. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
There's no studies that support carnivore.
Not carnivore, but eating meat. But there's a lot of studies that will say, and some of them are from Oxford, that will say you can be just as healthy on a plant-based diet. So what about those?
I mean, there's going to be a few that are going to say vegan. There's also going to be some
the overarching evidence, humans thrive using plants. That's all that matters. We're not talking about one being better than the other. We're saying that because we can thrive on plants, we don't need to make victims out of the animals.
That's fine. And I think in an ideal world, causing less harm
Andy,
to animals.
not an ideal world. The world we're in right now, called reality.
It's not.
It's not. We can do it right now. It is viable.
No, we can't.
Yes,
we can't.
We
though,
can.
because
Andy, what evidence do you have that we can't? You're just being a child saying we can't.
Overpopulation exists.
Of what?
Overpopulation of who?
Okay, so let's just say, for example, we all went vegan. Okay, now the amount that animals breed, the rate that animals breed at would be
to do with your
crazy.
choices. You think
No.
I just want to be clear. You're saying if you go vegan, cows, pigs, and chickens are going to overpopulate the world.
Yeah.
You're insane, Andy. That's hilarious.
We breed them.
It's not.
We breed them.
Yeah,
they don't
we breed them, but they also breed at their own rate, at a crazy fast rate.
Most of them can't. Most of them actually can't because of the way that we have genetically modified them.
And then guess what?
Oh, hold on, I can't hear you.
It was
Sorry,
me.
I got
You
muted
no,
by the
I
moderator.
know. I muted you, Andy, because you're just spewing, like you're just taking two neurons in your head and going zap. I've made a connection. I figured it out. You have done zero research. You're literally up here you have done zero, and I'm done talking to you. He's literally just saying, this is a fact. And like, you don't even know what a fact is. You're just, there's an article somewhere by Oxford says what I said. That's not a study. That's you
okay,
just
buddy.
Talking. All right, let's bring someone else up. Hopefully some honest people.
Hi.
Hi, Heather?
Yeah. Yes, my name is Heather, yeah.
Okay, are you over 18?
Just turned 18.
What year were you born?
Look, I just...
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely a troll account.
Yeah. Dylan, are you over
Hi
18?
there.
Are you over 18?
I am.
What year were you born?
Yes, I am. 2001.
Okay. How do you morally justify not being vegan?
Okay, can I ask you, are you
No, you got to
religious?
answer my question first, and then I'll respond to whatever you want to say.
Because it does not go against my religious beliefs.
That doesn't morally justify anything.
Well, if it's not against my religion, why am I religious
Okay,
at
so
all?
my religion says I can enslave my children in my basement. Is that now moral because it's in my religion?
No, but you can't.
Oh, so
compare
despite the fact that my
human,
religion says it's okay, you think it's not moral?
No, but you're talking about two different
so
things. I'm
then
talking
your
about
religion
animals,
does
you're talking
not
about
morally. Okay,
What religion? I'm curious what religion he is, though.
yeah, I'll mute myself for a minute.
Dylan, unmute
Handle
yourself.
it.
I don't know if he knows how to unmute himself.
But it looks like he's trying to leave. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Looks like he left the app. I'll kick you, Dylan. All right, I'll bring someone else up. 6, 7. Hannah, do you want?
Chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets.
Okay. There's vegan chicken nuggets. Vegan chicken nuggets. Vegan chicken nuggets. Vegan chicken nuggets.
Ooh, you showed him.
Oh, I so did. I think I scared everybody off though because I kept kicking them. Anybody want to come up? Got to be over 18. Chaos. Or no, sorry. Cryos? Cryos. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Is it Cryos?
How about instead of chicken nuggets, we get
vegan chicken nuggets? I agree. Let's get some vegan chicken nuggets up in here. Oh, that's not okay. You're going to go ahead and get blocked.
Oh, I didn't even see what they did.
Oh, they're just making comments that are not okay. 6, 7. They're that child that we just had up. And of course, kids say the grossest things. I don't know how to... Oh, there it is. Mute.
Have you had, speaking of vegan chicken, not that this is chicken, but speaking of vegan meat replacers, have you had any of the stuff from Plant-Spired?
No. Plant-Spired?
I buy a lot of food from H Mart. I love H Mart. I don't know if you guys have that.
Mm-mm.
It's an Asian grocery store, and I got some Plant-Spired vegan steak bits with gochujang sauce. I haven't tried it yet, but I was wondering if you tried that brand.
I have not, but I'm gonna go look them up because I always love seeing other products.
It looks good.
Yeah, I definitely. Oh, Ciara says she's had it.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I'm gonna be off camera for like a few minutes, but I'm still gonna be here talking. I'm still looking. So just know that just because you can't see me, I'm right here. I have no one requesting right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Cryos, you said chicken nugget. Like, what were you gonna say? Oh, here.
Maybe give him a chance. I don't know.
Okay, I'll mute myself. I think I gave you powers, right? Can you mute people?
I actually don't know. I've never tried. How do you normally do that?
I haven't done it on the phone for a while. I think you tap on them and then the option pops up on what you can do to them.
Okay, let's see.
Like you should be able to mod people in the chat.
If I just click their name?
I think so, yeah. Like there should be either 3 dots or you just click on them. Ciara in the chat, if you could comment, maybe Ciara always saves me.
Wait, what did she say?
Oh no, she hasn't said anything. I'm just wondering or maybe Freesia knows. I don't remember how to mod people because I'm on my desktop.
So okay, so if I just click their name, it doesn't look like I have that power.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what are you trying to do?
We're just, I forgot how mods can mute people.
Yeah, you can, if you're going to like mute them in the comments, you can tap on their name in the comments. And you should be able to mute them. Sometimes you have to click like the 3 dots in the corner or something. If you're trying to bring people up where it says like guests, you can tap on that and then like manage guests or something, and then you should be able to bring people up.
I don't know that I'm a mod then.
Okay. Yeah, it's not completely working for me either.
Okay.
I know, Anna, you tried to get it to work, and some stuff does for me, but I can't like bring people up or anything like that. So you might just need to change that setting.
Yeah. Hannah, it won't even bring up your name.
Oh, weird. All right.
That is crazy. Okay, well, I'll just be here, and if you if you want me to mute someone, just I guess speak up and I'll mute them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry that I don't have the proper tools. I want you guys to be able to do your thing. All right, I'm gonna bring up Krios. Thank you, Ciara.
Bro, I was gonna say vegan chicken niggers.
Oh, wow.
Niggers.
Okay. Why do they think that they're so edgy? I don't get that.
I don't know. That's frustrating. All right, let's bring up Board.
Okay. Hey, Board, are you over 18?
They're still loading.
Oh.
There it goes.
All right. So you guys say you lot are vegans, right?
Are you over 18?
Yeah, I'm 19.
What year were you born?
2006.
Okay. You sound very young.
Right.
So,
Thank
all
you.
right.
I'm going to say that's a compliment.
So why aren't you vegan?
So, okay, right. I personally like meat, but that's not... I wanted to come up here because I wanted to ask a question. So you guys are vegans because you don't want to hurt animals, is that right?
Do you think that the reason we're vegan is because we don't like the taste of meat?
No, because you guys are standing being vegan because you want to protect animals, is that right?
Right, but the reason that you said that you're not vegan is because you like meat. So that's, I mean, I don't understand.
I like the taste of it. It's quite normal.
Yeah, but how is that a moral justification for eating it?
But I'm okay, listen, right, I get that part, but I'm asking you a question.
All right, what's the question?
So you why are you vegan? Okay, why are you vegan? Let's use this. Why are you vegan?
I mean, there's many reasons. The main reason is because I want to limit the amount of suffering and exploitation that I cause to sentient beings, and not just animals, but also humans.
Well, do you eat avocados? Do you eat almonds and all those like nuts and all?
Do you think that vegans are the main consumers of avocados?
I'm not saying that though.
I know what point you're trying to make.
Yeah. So what? But no. Listen. You're putting a question on top of a question. You're not giving me an answer. So you're saying, but I'm not saying vegans are the only ones that eat avocados. Absolutely not. Everyone does. That's
Maybe what
normal.
we need to do is clarify what veganism is. Do you know what veganism actually is?
What she just said she's a vegan because she does not like. She's trying to like.
Sure, those are
Put
her
down the numbers of
reasons.
animals being killed and humans.
What do you think veganism actually is? Not just Hannah's version. What do you think veganism is?
Well, I don't know. That's the reason I asked you.
Okay, so veganism is a principled stance against the exploitation of other sentient beings. I don't want to demand someone else's oppression. If I can avoid demanding someone's oppression, I will. That's veganism.
Right, but again, you lot are saying that being vegan is helping ecosystems and
not because
animals.
of my harm reduction. I want to be clear. So Hannah is correct that we are reducing our harm, but that's
But
not.
you're not.
You're not listening, Board. What did I say veganism is? Do you know what exploitation means? What does exploitation mean?
You're not getting my
what
point.
Does Board? Hello?
Oh, we get your point.
Are you
So
here to talk?
I am talking, but you're speaking over me.
What
You're not getting me in
does
your head.
exploitation mean?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Let me
I
speak.
agree. I'm getting frustrated. What does exploitation mean? Board, I'm going to give you one more time.
Well, how about you let me speak and then you speak?
I don't think you understand this is my live, and I'm here to talk about the animals. All right? Not about you. Yeah. They left. I didn't drop them. That was them.
No, I figured. They definitely were skirting around the issue.
The whole point they were trying to get to is that vegans are still causing harm. Yes, we all cause harm by existing, but that doesn't mean you can't make an effort to avoid the harm that you cause. There are options. You can make choices.
Literally.
Anyway, Quinato, thank you for being patient. Are you over 18?
Yes.
Okay. How do you morally justify not being vegan?
Because it's a natural necessity.
It's a necessity?
For example, yes, it is.
So if it's a necessity, how do you think there are so many vegans that are living a healthy lifestyle?
I would doubt that can be considered a healthy lifestyle for long term, but let's say we don't debate that thing. But I give you an example, yeah. So carnivorous animal, yeah, they hunt other animals, yeah. And the reason why most carnivorous animals are so strong, powerful, very strong jaw, teeth, whatever, and so on, is because they were built to be carnivorous animals, yeah, to hunt other animals. And we were.
That's not us, though. We're humans living in 2025, though. So why are you going to try and compare us to like a lion or a tiger?
Well, aren't we a predatory species? Didn't we extinct half?
That could be argued.
80% of the species of the planet, we've extinct them already. They are extinct.
And do you think that that's a good thing?
I'm not saying it's a good thing, but that's the nature. Survival of the fittest.
So, do you think that animals have the capacity to suffer and like feel pain?
Yes, they have the capacity to suffer and feel pain. That's why in the last years, and especially in the last decade, they kind of, let's say, improved the killing of animals to be as instantaneous and as harmful possible. Yeah, not like before. For example, in my origin country, where in the Christmas when we would cut the pig, it would squeak and it would take half hour until the pig would be unalived. Yeah. So now it's more instantaneous and more, let's say, a merciful killing. Or let me
Merciful?
give you an yes. Or let me give
What
you
is
another
the, hold
example.
on, what is the definition of merciful? Or what, yeah, what is the definition of merciful? Can you tell me?
Depends what you expect from my definition, because I feel a small trap there. So merciful for me means that you don't put the animal in pain before killing it and don't stress it. It happens instantaneously. But let me give you another example. You are sleeping in the bed, yeah, and watching a movie, and suddenly you see 6 spiders on your pillow. What you do?
All right. Listen,
Oh, so
what I'm doing to spiders that crawl in my bed, it has nothing to do with being
why not?
vegan, because here's the
You
thing.
you s- you brought argument that it's exploitative
Do you know,
towards
hold
animals.
on.
Yes,
Do you know what veganism is? Do you know what the definition of veganism is?
I just heard it before. Yeah, so
Okay, so
it's
tell me, what is the definition of veganism?
for your definition, not my definition. So your definition looks like it is something regarding your principle to not exploit other animals and be nice with animals, and so on. Yeah,
I mean,
basically.
sort of. You almost
Yeah,
had it. It's an ethical
almost.
stance. It's an ethical stance that seeks to avoid, as much as is possible and practicable, the exploitation and suffering of sentient beings. That's what it is.
Okay, so the spider in your bed is a sentient being or not?
So
Self-defense, okay?
here's
Are
the thing.
are these spiders posing a threat to me? Then I will eliminate them. If I can remove them without harming them, I will do that. And it doesn't really matter what you do
So
to spiders.
how can you
It's about
assess?
how you view the animals when you're purchasing them. Why are you purchasing them and being enslaved for your taste pleasure? 6 spiders? How does this justify you unaliving cows, pigs, and chickens?
Because it contradicts your principle. Because
Are
that
you
Not
spider is
really.
sentient.
So wait, you're saying because I'm a hypocrite, you can't make good decisions? Is that your logic?
No.
Yeah, you
But
just said because I'm going to kill 6 spiders on my bed, you can't handle making choices for yourself.
I
That's
can
what you just
handle, and
said.
I'm making
So then
choices
can you
for
answer the
myself.
question, why can't you go vegan? Why aren't you vegan?
Because I don't want.
Exactly.
So here's the thing.
Go ahead, Hanna.
Exactly.
The spider question is irrelevant because here's the thing. We can
Wait,
can
just
stop
a second, please.
we can stop a lot of the suffering we cause. We can. Certainly not all of it, and that's where that practicable part comes into play. We can't be perfect, but we can stop a lot of it. So why don't we?
Because we need it.
We do?
Yes, we need the natural proteins that come from
Says
meat,
who?
not the. Says your body.
Says your body? Can you
Yeah.
give me
Can you
some
show
type
me?
of evidence?
Yes. Actually, there are evidences, but I'm too lazy to look on Google now.
Right.
But if you want, I can look if you insist. If you have time, yeah, we can look about evidences.
The American Association of Dietetics has stated that we can get everything that we need from plants.
The
It
Academy
is the
of
same association
So
who said that McDonald's is healthy food.
Academy of
So
Nutrition and
McDonald's has
Dietetics.
nothing.
Largest body that she just mentioned. Largest body of dietitians in the world. Just want to be clear.
And that has nothing to do with McDonald's. Why are you talking about McDonald's?
Because it's the same association who came 20 years ago and said McDonald's is good.
I very much
Or
doubt
is the
that
same
they said
association
McDonald's
who
is
came-
healthy.
Is the same association who introduced the
How do you know
the
what's
sugar
healthy?
in
Who do
almost
you
every
who do you
product.
consult? How do you know what's healthy?
What do you mean? How I know it's
How do
healthy?
you know if you don't refer to science? You're saying all science says McDonald's is healthy. So how do you know what's healthy?
And
I
you're
didn't say
saying
it's healthy.
science says
I said the
science
association
supposedly
said.
says you're saying science says supposedly veganism is unhealthy. So can you give me some examples, some studies, some Anything?
Yeah. Yes. Wait a second, please.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so while you're looking up those studies, how do you pronounce your name? Is it is it Quinta?
Quintao.
Quintaro?
Quintao.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so I just kind of want to go back to the definition of veganism to make sure that you're understanding what that is. It's opposing the exploitation of sentient life. So when you bring up things like spiders in the bed, that's not exploitation. We're talking about the choices that you're making, why you're deciding to support other animals being unalived, being exploited, all those things, being oppressed. Do I have an echo? I don't hear it. Okay. Does that make sense?
So the first link I saw on Google
He's not
research
listening.
shows.
So hold on, Kintaro, did that make sense what I said?
If you can repeat it, please. Sorry, I was paying attention on the computer.
Yeah, so I was basically just going over the definition of veganism again and just kind of making sure that you understand that it's opposing the exploitation of all sentient life. So we don't agree with putting animals or farming animals, bringing them into this world just to be used for our benefit. We don't support oppression, all of those sorts of things. So when we're asking you, why aren't you vegan? We're asking, why do you choose to support exploitation and oppression?
I'm not choosing to support exploitation because you are asking me now a question that is kind of a gotcha question. Let me ask you a question, for example.
It's not a
who do you
gotcha
side with?
question.
No, please, it is a gotcha question. Answer
You need
this
to
question.
answer her
Who do you side?
question. No, you need to answer her question or you can leave. You can answer her question or you can leave.
The answer is that I don't support exploitation, but it's a necessary thing to do.
Hold on. Is it that you don't support it or that you don't want to support it? Because if you do consume and buy anything that has animal parts in it or comes from an animal or was tested on an animal, you are supporting it.
Okay, I'm supporting it if you want to take it like that, because as I said, you are asking some gotcha questions that it's like I'm
are
I don't know,
inconvenient, aren't
I'm
they?
cisgender male. Do you agree all cisgender male are good people? And you would say maybe yes, maybe no, or whatever. And this is
Yapping on
not a
about
normal.
right now.
Sorry,
What are you yapping on about right now?
I'm yapping that question is irrelevant.
I think that you're
Because the
scared to
animals
answer
are-
it. I think you're scared
I'm not
because you're
scared.
recognizing the logic behind it.
There is no logic.
There is
The-
logic.
the
You're just
animals-
scared. You're literally just saying it's a gotcha, which means nothing. It just means that, yeah, you were wrong.
No,
Yeah,
gotcha
you were
means
wrong.
that it's a trap
You're
question.
using animals and harming them. That's the point. I'm sorry, Freesia. You please
See,
continue. I'll stop.
so we go to
Okay.
accusations, yeah.
Hold on. So, okay. What?
So
what
when
I'm-
you
hold
you are
on, hold on.
wearing, wait a second.
Hold on,
The
hold
clothes
on.
you are wearing.
Yes, the clothes I am wearing are made out of cotton. That's what the clothes I'm wearing are made out of. But what we're trying to get through to you is that you can either choose to support exploitation or you can choose not to. And we're saying, why wouldn't you choose not to?
And nobody's talking about being perfect. Like, no, the system isn't perfect. Nobody can be perfect. But certainly, like, being vegan is a much less harmful way of life.
Okay. Do you know that almost 90% of everything around you in this moment is made either out of oil or with oil? Yeah. And do you know the damage that the oil brings to the ecosystems and animals around the world?
It's like you didn't listen to what I literally
I've
just
listened,
said.
but basically I'm replying you with the same logic.
No,
Because
okay,
you are
hold on, you're not though, because what we're doing is that you can try to make a difference. You're saying, no, I'm not going to make a difference. And everything around me, you're basically appealing to futility. And instead of trying to make some sort of difference by not supporting the exploitation of our fellow animals, you're saying, oh, well, I can't, or I might as well just not do anything. I hope that made sense.
okay. So you say it's a futility. So how come people survived for thousands of years without oil until the last 200 years.
What does
How
that
is
have
what?
to do with what does that have to do with not
It
exploiting
has to.
animals?
It has to do with the logic you are trying to
Distraction.
enforce.
Stick to the topic or I'm going to kick you. Stop talking about oil. Animal agriculture, way more damaging than oil, okay?
And by the way, most vegans do oppose like fossil fuels, and we do support a greener, future.
It goes like this. It goes inherent rights of sentient beings, environment. Get it? We care
So it
about the
goes on how
environment, but
you
I care
want.
about rights first.
So, talking about the search on Google. So the first link: research shows vegan diet leads to nutrition deficiencies, health
Which
problems.
research? Which research?
Just a second. I'll just a second. I'll read the article. As
Article?
fundamental as St. Luke's.
So if we're going to
Just a
talk
second.
about nutrition, veganism isn't a diet, right? So you're talking about a plant-based diet. That's what you're talking about. We're talking about veganism. Veganism as in an ethical, principled stance against the exploitation of our fellow animals, like of sentient beings. That's what we're
Okay,
saying.
so what's
you're
your
talking
diet?
about a diet. We're talking about a stance against exploitation.
Okay, so according to your stance and principle, what is your daily diet? What you have eaten in the last week?
Again, I just said that we're not talking about diet because veganism itself is not a diet. If you want to know more about a plant-based diet, you can absolutely do research into that. There's nutritionfacts.org on the back there. There's the Vegan Daily Dozen, which is great. There's a ton of different things. You can look at the different giant nutritional bodies who agree that a plant-based diet, a well-planned plant-based diet. Wow, that is really difficult.
So
be adequate for all stages of
see
life.
the paradox here. When I'm asking a question, you divert the topic. When I'm diverting to the topic,
so now
you
he's gonna be a
threaten to
victim.
mute me or kick me. No, I'm not a victim. But
You
how
are.
can we get along? How can we get along if I ask you a question? What have you eaten in the last week? And you
want me
tell me
to
stories
recite
about
the
animal
whole
rights?
week to you? What did you eat for the last week?
Yes, I just eaten just now.
How is it
carbonara
relevant?
with-
Is it
with-
because you
with
want to pick
bacon.
apart what we ate and
Yes.
tell us everything that we ate is unhealthy or something? Is that what you want
No,
to do?
I just want to see if you eat meat or not.
He's going back
No,
to
we
he's
don't
going
eat
back
meat.
to vegans are hypocrites. He can't make a decision by himself. He can't do it.
So-
He's not an adult. He can't make decisions by himself. He goes,
course,
other
I'm
people
not an
are
adult."
imperfect, so I can't be a good person.
Buddy, I haven't eaten meat
So-
in 10 years, so I don't know what you want me to say. Like, you really want me to tell you what I ate, like, the past couple days?
Are you really
No,
asking?
you just
for
said it. You
vegans
didn't
what
eat meat.
if
But
they've
the
eaten
idea
meat?
is do you see the hypocrisy in the
No,
in the
We see
statement?
your
Let me
hypocrisy.
finish.
Yes, we see your hypocrisy. Yes. You
What
are
is my
very
hypocrisy?
hypocritical.
When I
Very
said when I
hypocritical.
admitted that
You're
I
very hypocritical. You know why you're hypocritical? Because I guarantee you would never trade places with any of these animals that you think are being well taken care of. I guarantee you would not tolerate the treatment that they receive. So you, yes, are a hypocrite because you're a sentient being who demands respect, who demands that your autonomy not be violated, and yet you can't seem to understand that you need to reflect that to other people if you want that respect. That's what we're getting to. All you can, the environment, maybe, health, no. Health actually,
Yeah.
it weighs in the favor of the vegan. The environment weighs in the favor of the vegan. You clearly haven't done your research. You should go educate yourself. 83% of our current agricultural land is dedicated to the animals you use. 83%. They only give us 18% of our total global calories. So we're wasting water, land, all these resources. We're polluting our waters because we're using all these fertilizers and they release greenhouse gases. The animals that we're raising release greenhouse gases. We could reduce agricultural's greenhouse gas, we could reduce it by 75%. We could reduce our land use by 75%. Animals
If you
are
care about
highly
oil.
inefficient. Yeah, if you care about oil, if you care about the environment, you'll go vegan and you'll do your research properly to find out. It's called Reducing Food's Environmental Impact Through Producers and Consumers. It's a giant study, goes over thousands of farms in hundreds of countries, and it's eye-opening. Animals are not reliable sources of anything. They're just sentient beings like us who want to live, and that's all that matters. And I'll actually steel man you. Let's say that it was actually slightly unhealthy and bad for the environment to go vegan. I would still advocate for veganism because someone's rights are being violated. If we found out that eating human flesh would increase our life by 20 years, would that now morally justify systematically birthing into existence humans to be unalived so that we can live 20 years longer? No, because those people are still sentient. And that's all that matters. That's why I'm getting frustrated with you. Keep pivoting to environment and health.
So no, but what I want to make a point in this conversation is the dual standard the vegan community has.
So you didn't hear anything I just said.
It
doesn't matter what veganism is, a principled thing. I don't care what other vegans do. If all other vegans,
you just said it.
I don't care what other vegans do. Veganism isn't a group thing. As I think Hanna, you say this, we're not a monolith. We don't follow a Jesus of some sort. It's a principled thing. I personally, despite anybody else, I do not want to demand someone's oppression. Together, there is a perk that we can actually eliminate animal exploitation and possibly liberate them together. But that's not, veganism is just a principled thing. I'm not going to support this. That's it.
That's it, okay.
So why don't you want to stand against oppression?
Because this is not oppression.
How is it not oppression?
This is
you don't even know what oppression is. Define oppression to me. Go type it in the computer. What does oppression mean? Go look it up.
From where are you?
What does oppression mean?
From where are you?
What does oppression mean?
Okay, I'll tell you what from where I am and what
oppression means. What does oppression mean? The definition,
oppression
please.
Means.
What does it mean? I'll type it in here. I'll read it to you. You clearly can't do it. Oppression.
It's a systemic and prolonged exercise of power and authority that unjustly disadvantages, marginalizes, or harms individuals or groups while benefiting others. That's what oppression is. How are we not doing that to animals?
Oppression is the state of being subject to unjust or cruel exercise of authority or power.
Yes, you don't think animals are enduring that? Sorry.
Yeah, but also humans are enduring that. So what we do?
You take a stance.
We stand up to that as well.
I'm not standing up.
Human oppression either. Don't demand human oppression either.
So what we do?
We go vegan.
Do we make another life?
Live vegan.
Do we make another life now
Live
when
vegan.
we start talking about Palestine?
Let me put it this way to you.
Oppression,
Let's put it this way.
North Korea.
Let's put it this way. You're going to take 20 minutes to learn how to make new habits, and it might take you, let's say, a month to get those habits down, okay? So we'll say 30 days of suffering for you. How does that compare to someone being walked into a slaughterhouse to have their life taken from them? Who suffers more? You, 30 days, or the animal?
I understand the idea where you want to go.
I appreciate you answering that. Thank you.
This is life, and you can't do nothing.
It's not life, though. You have a chance.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, you have an opportunity to stand up for what's right. You don't even have to do anything. It's literally in inaction. You're just not purchasing animal products.
This is not standing up from the right.
It is,
because
though.
then we should go in the jungle and stop
I just
the
want to be
tiger.
clear. Do you understand supply and demand?
Yes.
Okay, so when you go and you purchase these products from someone, you're voting with your dollar that you like it. You like the price, you like how it was produced. You're telling them, I want more. When you buy that product or you accept that product from someone, they replace it. That's literally sending the next individual into the system. When you stop supporting them, they notice. Those companies that produce only animal products have now shifted to including making vegan products. You know why? because they care about our choices. When you purchase plant products, they want your money. So they're going to start making plant products for you to purchase. You have a lot of
Yes,
power.
but I don't like
You have
plant
so much
products.
power. Also, you asked.
So now it's that you don't like them?
Let me add one more thing. You were saying, can a vegan actually have any direct effect on the animals that go into the system? And the answer is actually yes. Because of that supply and demand system, if you remove your demand, you can save 100 to 300 animals from being born into existence because they won't add to their supply. They'll decrease it to meet where the demand is at. They don't want to lose money. Okay, Hannah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say that first it was health, second it was that you can't make a difference or that we're hypocrites, and now it's because you don't like plants.
I didn't say I don't like. I don't like to eat only plants. I want some meat. At least once
There
a day
are
or at least
ways
once
to
every
make
2
meat.
days.
Have you ever tried seitan? You can make a
No.
really realistic chicken nugget or even a steak out of seitan. And all it takes is seasonings.
Yeah, but that's artificial seasoning.
Artificial,
That's
you
not
mean
meat.
seasonings are plants, bro. Seasonings are plants.
Yeah,
Are you telling me you don't season your animal products? You just eat
I
them?
season them, but
You season them,
you
exactly.
still
You just season the vegan ones like you do the animal
yes,
ones.
but I'm not seasoning plants with
Again, okay, who has it
seasoning
harder?
out of plants.
Who has it harder? The animal going into to lose their entire life or you learning how to season seitan? Who has it harder?
Why do you put this type of
Because this
choice?
is what the choice is. When you pick up that product, you're literally demanding someone else receive it to their throat.
Yeah,
Every
so
time.
who has it
Every
harder?
time. Who
The
has it
animal
harder?
dying of
Who
oil?
has it harder? The animal having their throat slit or you relearning how to eat? Who has it harder?
The animal. And
Thank
now
you.
answer me. Who? Okay, answer me this one. Who has it harder? The animal that is choking in oil, or you that you are using
Choking
the
in oil?
Why do you go back to oil? See, this is
What is this
cowardly.
made up
Because that's the
scenario?
double
It's cowardly. Cowardly. You're
It's
a
cowardly?
coward.
Why?
You are a
Why?
coward. Because you're pivoting
Why?
away from the topic. We already talked
I'm
about the
not
oil
pivoting.
issue. You don't care about oil. You know why you don't care about oil? I just told you that the animal ag releases tons of greenhouse gases. They release more than all transportation combined. And they are using oil. They are using oil. We would drop down our oil use greatly because we wouldn't be farming and transporting all these animals. We can transport fruits and veggies like 100 times before it even comes close to raising a local animal. You need to do your research on environment. Veganism, it's more plant-based living is honestly the only way we're going to save the environment. So if you're worried about the environment, you genuinely need to go read that study I gave to you, okay? Reducing
now
foods,
in essence,
environmental.
what now?
Did you remember the study? It's called
Which study?
Reducing Foods Environmental Impact Through Producers and Consumers. Reducing Foods Environmental
Okay,
Impact.
so okay, let's go to the environment impact. So if we
No,
switch
you're
on
not
a
listening.
full-
I'm done talking to you about the environment. I want you to go educate yourself because we're going in circles because you're not knowledgeable.
No, we're
You're
not going.
thinking you
we
know
are not
things, but you
going in
don't.
circles.
We are in circles because you're just focused on the environment. Go read that study. I'm done talking to you. I'm sorry, guys. I just can't handle this circle about the environment he doesn't even know.
No, he was infuriating.
Yeah, it's I'm curious to know what he actually does to try to mitigate the oil usage.
That's
you
true.
know,
That
right?
would have been a good question.
I mean, if that's like one of his major points, it seems like that's all he cared about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what exactly he's doing about it.
He cares about the environment so much.
Yeah.
But it's like you care, but you don't care enough to do the research. Like what? So you don't really care. You just have heard some talking point and have adopted it because it reinforces your idea of how the world works. That's it. It's like you should actually read how the world works instead of just hearing talking points and regurgitating them. I know, because I used to regurgitate them. All right. Damian Brown. Okay. Sometimes they disappear over here, but they're still loading in. Oh, maybe this was a while ago. Are you there, Damien? It says you're still loading to me. Darn, must have been. Oh, hey, it worked. Are you there?
What?
Are you over 18?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm working. What's up?
What year were you born?
Repeat?
Mm-hmm. You're not 18. The Sense. I feel like we've spoken before. I've seen a similar name before. Hey,
Hi, are we?
Are you over 18?
Yeah, yes, I am.
Okay, good. Have we spoken before?
I think so. I think so. I don't
Okay.
know. A long time ago.
Okay. Your name just looks familiar, but sometimes people just have similar names, and I don't really let people live rent-free in my head, so I don't always remember who I've spoken to. How do you morally justify not being vegan?
I'll say there's no morality about being vegan, so I don't think there's any. I don't apply any morality about it.
Have you ever thought about the animals before?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, but then they don't think about me, so I don't see how I should give them any moral value.
Okay. Do you understand that animals are sentient?
Yeah, they are sentient, yeah.
Okay. Do you know what sentient
They
means?
don't think about me, so I don't care about them. So you're admitting that you're selfish?
They are selfish as well. So I mean, why can't I be selfish?
I mean, by that logic, I could eat
I
my
mean,
neighbor.
you can be.
No, I mean we are the only ones who can conceptualize the moralities. So we give
That
ourselves
we know
that
of.
value.
We can't really communicate with animals. We don't know. There could be some animal out there that's quite sapient. You know, like we
No, we can
unalive
communicate
so
with
many.
animals.
There could be some. I mean, imagine if like Einstein had actually just been rounded up in that time period and put in one of those schmonstration camps. You know, they wouldn't have known that he was a genius, right? He would have been swept away with all the other people. So we don't really know how intelligent all animals are because we just don't give them the right opportunities, right? They're not subject to learning and information.
I would actually argue that we can communicate with animals quite well. It
That's true.
depends on the
We just can't
animal.
reliably get consent is what I always focus on.
Oh,
But
yeah,
you're
yeah,
right.
absolutely.
You're right. We
Yes.
can communicate with them.
Yeah, no, I agree that animals can't consent. But I mean, they could definitely show you when they do not want something to happen to them, and they absolutely they can learn new things. They learn all the time, especially when they live in the household with you. When they're an animal companion, they learn your patterns. They learn what you want. They learn all sorts of things. I mean, right now I'm teaching my cats that when an alarm goes off, that means that it's time to eat. So that, and they're catching on. They understand, like they are learning. That's communication right there. That's me communicating with them.
Yeah, but that's not the only value that you apply to give something a moral equality or whatever. So I mean, if
What
you
do you
guys
think,
consider,
what do you think
if you,
gives someone, what do you think is needed in order for you to give moral consideration to someone else?
yeah, they have to be an individual, aka a human person. They have to be a
So
human being.
strictly a human or an individual?
Well, individual's a different one, but human being first. So that one comes first before you become an individual. So you have to be an individual, a human being, aka Homo sapiens. Yeah. So
Okay,
otherwise,
so are you saying that humans are the only ones who deserve moral consideration, or do other
yes.
beings who can feel pain, who can suffer, who can enjoy life, they have thoughts, feelings, emotions, social awareness, all of that kind of stuff, do you think that they deserve moral consideration as well?
No, they don't deserve moral consideration. What we will give them is ethical consideration.
Okay,
That's
and what does that look like?
yeah. Hmm?
And what does that look like?
Yeah, just it's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be highly subjective, but I guess in this case, we can just say, treat them with maybe some modicum of maybe goodness or something that is treat them good.
Okay, and
Don't
so
don't be
okay,
excessive. Yeah.
So when you're talking about treating them well, you're just taking off their head. Does that count as treating them well?
Yeah, that will count. Yeah,
That does count as treating them well.
yeah, because treating them
I'm
well.
sorry, wait. What?
Yeah, I mean,
How?
I told you
How is that beneficial for the cow?
it doesn't have to benefit them. Treating someone well doesn't have to benefit them. Have you heard of euthanasia?
What does treating someone well mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hold on,
Oh,
hold on.
geez.
So you're saying that treating someone well doesn't mean that it has to be good for the
Not to come over for dinner.
Doesn't have to benefit them. Yes.
So
For
why?
example,
Hold on. So okay, I'm a little bit confused here. So let's kind of circle back a little bit. So you're saying, so you're bringing up a cow. Okay, do you think that taking off a dog's head is okay?
why though?
Just yes or no. Do you think it's okay?
No, it has to. It has to be within reason. Just as I
Because
told
you
you,
want
it
to eat
has
them.
ethical
Because you want to eat their
consideration.
flesh.
Because you want to what?
You want to eat their flesh.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. But
Why not?
for those who do,
So, hold on. So I just want to make sure that we're clear. So you're saying that taking off a dog's head so that you can eat their flesh is not okay. That's not treating them well.
no. I'm saying for me personally, I don't have any desire.
I know. I'm
It's my
asking you.
preference. Yeah, my
so-
preference. No, but
Yeah, exactly. So I'm asking you. I'm trying to understand how you feel, like what your thoughts are. So you're saying taking off a dog's head is not treating them well, even though you're gonna eat their flesh.
you understand that's for me. But if someone else does it, I wouldn't say.
No,
I wouldn't say they're
Yes,
not
I'm
treating them
asking you.
well.
I'm asking you. This is we're talking about your moral and ethical framework,
Right.
right? So it's not okay to do that to a dog,
It's
but
not my preference. Yeah.
okay. But you're because it's what?
Because it's not within my preference. Yes.
Why? So hold on. So why does the dog deserve to keep their head, but the cow doesn't, even though you were going to eat both of their bodies?
Why you keep using this easy animals? Why don't you use like a python or a bacteria?
He's
These are other
uncomfortable. He
organisms.
can't answer it. He has to complain about the
I'm answering the question.
Okay, just
What do
answer
you
the
mean?
question then. Just answer it.
You're using easy animals because they're easy to classify. Why don't we use bacteria? They're organisms as well.
Just answer the question.
Okay. Ask the question again.
My question is, why do you think that it's okay to let the dog keep their head, to not take their head, even though you were going to eat their flesh if you took their head? You're saying that's not okay in your eyes, but you're saying it is okay to take the head off of a cow and eat the cow's body, even though both animals you were going to eat their flesh. But you're saying one, nope, you get to keep yours. The other one, nope, I'm taking it. And I'm
You
asking.
understand when I say it's within my preference, you understand that these are things that I like. Like I don't
And I'm trying to, and I'm
Still
trying to
can't answer
understand. I'm trying to
I'm
understand
answering the I don't
why.
fancy eat I don't like eating dogs. But people who do eat dogs, I wouldn't
Why
say they
don't
did anything wrong.
so why don't you like the idea of eating dogs?
I like dogs
Why do you like dogs?
because I like dogs. They're a whole lot more they're more close to the human experience. They can experience a whole lot more than we do.
What do you think
Yeah,
that dogs
they're,
experience that cows can't?
they're more domesticated or domesticable. Yeah,
Well,
so
they're
you can
both
have them.
domesticated. They're both domesticated. But what do you think a dog can experience that a cow can't?
Well, I mean, you can take the dog to a whole lot of the human experience that can be within the safety of other humans as well. You can't do that with cow.
Cows. What if we got them really small?
Yeah, it's still not very predictable as much as the dogs.
Yeah, they are. They're called grass puppies.
No, they're still puppies, but they're not going to be very
No,
ethical.
you're not hearing me. Cows are called grass puppies. They like to play with balls. They react just the same as dogs. So if a cow was small enough, right, you could walk them just like a dog.
Wouldn't that be out of the ethical framework of the veganism? You want to treat them with respect, right?
Yeah. What's wrong
Would it
with
be exploiting them to take them out and have them go for a little walk? Is that exploiting them?
Yeah, what if they don't want to go for a walk though?
Well, if they don't want to, then you wouldn't do it. But let's say they do want to, just like how dogs want to.
Well, we don't domesticate cows in that manner for a
See what we're
reason.
saying,
I
though,
think
right?
so.
You see what we're saying. Cows and dogs are the same. It's just that culturally, we've decided that one is okay to unalive and the other is not. But really, they are
No,
the
I don't.
same.
No, I don't think they're the same. They're not the
Then
same.
what's the difference?
Yeah,
What's
one
the
is more
morally,
domesticated.
what's, do you know what domestication even means? You keep saying that word. I don't think you know what it means.
I don't know what domestication means.
What's it mean then?
Okay.
That's what I
More
thought.
controlled, more
It
able to be
means that
regulated.
we've bred them to be dependent on us. Wouldn't you agree that cows are dependent on us?
No, they're not.
Okay, now you're being disingenuous.
Domestic cows have been bred to the point where they actually cannot survive on their own.
That's not true.
It's
Okay,
don't
so
think
I
those
like
are
that. I like the confidence in something you don't even know. Like, no, that's not true. Okay, do you have some evidence against it?
Have you heard of the Fulani tribe in Africa?
Huh?
No, of course.
What are you
Heard of
talking
What does that
about?
have to do with us, dude?
I'm talking about cows.
What about cows?
Yeah, I'm talking about cows. There's a tribe in Africa.
Yeah,
that,
and we're talking about the domestic cows that you eat when you go to the grocery store and purchase burgers or ground beef
Yes.
or steaks, which are Angus cows and Holstein cows and Herefords. Those are the cows that I'm talking about. Those are the cows that you eat.
How are they separate from the cows in Africa? I'm talking about they're the same cows.
About
they're
your
more
choices.
domesticated.
We're also talking about your choices and who you demand to be exploited, right? You're demanding that these animals be enslaved for you when you have options. That's what we're getting to. You agree with us that causing animals unnecessary harm is immoral. I'm sure you would agree locking a dog in a hot car, even though it's convenient for me, is immoral, right? Because that dog will suffer. We're doing this
No, it's not
little
immoral.
we're doing this little stupid farting around dance for you when you know very well that causing animals unnecessary harm is immoral. And we're telling you that you are causing unnecessary harm by choosing to use them. They don't
No,
want to be
you keep-
used. They're sentient just like you. They don't want to be used just like you. There's no
How do you
moral
know?
justification for you to not be vegan. Talking about some tribe in Africa is tokenizing a group of people that you are not a
Tokenizing.
part of to make an excuse for your
I'm African.
actions.
Did you know that?
That doesn't matter. Are you in that tribe right now?
I'm tokenizing
Then
myself.
shut up
Yes,
about
I
it
am.
because you're not there.
Then you
And
shut up about-
I don't like people that use groups of other people to justify their actions. It's small and gross. Okay? You need to talk about yourself. Stop being a coward and hiding behind vulnerable populations. It's not right. It's wrong. You can do better. You have options. Stop pointing over there. Point at yourself. Look in the mirror. I'm sorry, guys. I did kick him, but I don't really like it when people bring up marginal cases that they're not even part of.
And it had nothing to do with my point was that he's talking about how cows are not as domesticated as dogs. My point was that these cows can't even survive on their own. They do depend on us. And he's like, well, these cows over in Africa. No, dude. Forget the cows in Africa. That's not what we're talking about.
Even the cows in Africa are bred. They may have more freedoms. They're still being used. But the situation, I don't understand the situation fully, right? I can't speak to the necessities of them. I can say, yes, we can all recognize using someone without their consent is always immoral. There can be moments of justification in survival or self-defense. But culture does not justify it. So those people in Africa, if it's about survival, I mean, you can still be vegan there. They can be like, I don't want to use animals and try to look in every aspect of their life where they have options and make the choice to choose compassion. Like, that's still doable, but I don't like that you're using them as an excuse when they're not even there to defend their own way of living, right? I have to now argue with someone that's not even there. It's not fair. Anyway, I don't have anyone requesting, so.
There is so much vegan African food too, by the way. I love African food.
There are actually multiple vegan communities in Africa. They have lots of vegan hubs, veganic farmer groups, just vegan groups where they get together about food. There are animal sanctuaries. Like, Africa is not that much different, right? They're people. They're compassionate. They understand, everybody is human. All humans should understand, I don't want to be exploited and used unnecessarily. So we should be reflecting that outwards, And we're all recognizing it on every continent.
I think people forget that Africa isn't a monolith.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a huge continent. There are so many people there.
It's vast.
Yeah. Like, oh my God. To clump them together also, yeah, it's just... Yeah, that really frustrates me. Anyway.
I had the best vegan food in Kenya when I was there, and it was so easy. It was so easy to be vegan in Kenya. I loved it. It was fantastic.
When I was in Seattle, we had an Ethiopian restaurant, and it's all vegan, and it was really good, and it was really close, so it was convenient.
Ethiopian food is my favorite. Oh my God, I love India so much.
Good. My favorite is Indian food when it's made vegan. I really love a good curry.
Yes.
Love Indian food.
Yeah. I love it. But down here in Vancouver, there's not as many Indian food options, which makes me sad. We were a little bit spoiled in Seattle. But.
Yeah, I have none in the town I live in, and it's really
that sucks. Luckily, us vegans know how to make stuff if we really want it, and usually the seasonings are pretty easy to find. But.
Yeah, I do have all the seasonings, but
yeah. It takes the effort. Yeah, you got to put the effort to make it. I will say though, I've gotten a little bit more back into cooking because I know there's mixed feelings about. I am in Vancouver, yeah. The using AI, but I really like to use it to find easy recipes on how to make.
Oh, it's great for that.
Oh my God, it makes such good food. I made what did I make? I made pancakes from scratch, but that's easy to do. I can't remember what else we made. There's I made a bunch of jerky recipes for soy curls. Just marinate them in different sauces and stuff. And I have a dehydrator.
I've been meaning to do that.
Yeah. I keep buying the jerky, but I feel like they're kind of overpriced for what they're putting in there. Soy curls are so cheap. So it's
so overpriced.
Yeah, exactly. They're these little, I don't have one near me, but these.
Soy curls are the best.
Like a bag like this size for jerky is $8 versus a whole bag of soy curls is I don't know, a few dollars. You can make multiple batches of jerky, so.
I'm so excited. I have that jerky coming soon, and I'm so excited.
Yes. Oh, yes. I didn't order that from her. Hopefully, she still has on there. I didn't have the funds at the time to purchase, so I was waiting because I wanted to also support the Rowdy Girl Sanctuary and Ciara at the same time. Anyone who doesn't know, go check out Ciara Vegan Foodie. She has some really great products on there, and the jerky.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you should check out her page. She covers a lot of different vegan products and tells you what they taste like and what her experiences were, which are great. And she actually sells some of it too, or the links are there. So, but the jerky actually supports Rowdy Girl Sanctuary. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know, which is awesome. I can't believe I accidentally ordered the protein powder. It was it's a totally different company too. I don't know what. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was looking in Ciara's showcase and I saw the protein powder packs, and for some reason I thought it was the jerky and ordered it.
Well, a little extra protein won't hurt. You can just start bulking up, start lifting weights.
I haven't tried them yet, but they do sound really, really good, actually. There's a couple in there that sound fantastic, so I do need to try it.
What's the brand?
Let me look. I have the whole box.
I'm just curious. I'm always trying new vegan protein powders.
Same. Oh, well, I haven't tried a lot of protein powders. I'm really bad at working out. I have some weights and I'm trying to motivate myself, but I don't know. I lose my motivation, guys.
I get it.
Yeah.
My boyfriend put them somewhere. I don't know where he put them.
Oh, that's okay.
No, I can't find them.
I saw that Compliment also has protein powders, and I like that company a lot. That was the one that I got my creatine from, was Compliment.
Mm.
And they have, oops. They're like,
I usually just end up getting the Orgain brand because they always have it at Costco and it's cheap.
Nice. Yeah, these are expensive. This company that I like, it's really, I don't know. I'm just trying to go above and beyond. You really can find everything at cheap stores, and I'm so lazy and don't leave the house. But there's options everywhere. Honestly, every time I go to grocery outlet, I find everything. I'm like, wow, I could have gotten it like half the price here. So, yeah, it's definitely good.
I hear good things about grocery outlet.
They're getting better. I used to hate them, but every time I go in there, I find something new, and I'm like, oh, look at this. This is like they had Oatly milk for a long time, and it was, I think it was like $2 or $3. I was like, oh my God, shove it in my cart. Let's get out of here. But yeah, they don't always have a ton of things, but I just like having some variety. Oh, we have a request. I keep seeing you pop up and then you would disappear before I was going to click on you. Or is it Cap He? Oh. It's a child trying to be a T-Rex. I used to do that. Diesel. Oh my God, you've been up here before, actually. I struggled with your name last time, too. Diesel Dr. Dan. I remember talking to you. I don't remember really how our conversation, though, went. Uh-oh. Still loading. Maybe he left. Are you still here? Let me take a look.
Is he really a doctor?
Oh. No, I don't think so. I'm just scanning to see if he's in here. I think he left. Okay. It must have been a while ago then. He requested. It's weird because it hasn't been showing me consistently that people are requesting. It'll show they request and then they'll drop down. So I thought that's why I didn't take him up at first, but it looks like he's gone. Well, I don't know. It's pretty slow. Maybe I should just call it here. Nobody wants to come up and talk. Everyone's vegan in here, I guess. All y'all. It does look like it, actually. It looks like we're all vegans in here.
I still cannot find these protein powders. I don't know what I do with them.
I actually had the same issue with my creatine. I'm like, where did I put? Because I don't use it that often. Like I said, I don't work out. When I eat creatine and I'm not working out, it puffs me up. So I look fat. Because it makes you retain water. That's what, it's trying to hold moisture to your muscles. But anyway.
No, that makes sense. Like water, yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, I remember when I was first taking it, I was like, why am I looking so round? Like I haven't changed my eating habits. And then I looked up creatine and I learned that that's what it does at first. And as you, over time, take your dose and you work out, it'll decrease the fluffiness of you.
The fluffiness.
Yeah, my fluffiness. All right. Well, I guess no one wants to come up. We'll call it here. Usually I try to go for 3 hours, but 2.5 is good enough too. I appreciate you guys being up here. Anybody that isn't following Hanna or Freesia, please go follow them. Fantastic animal rights activists. And they make great content. Say again?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Hell yeah, I appreciate you guys too. All right. Well, if you're not vegan, go vegan. And I thank all my vegans in the chat too. Really appreciate you all. And all my non-vegans in there. Thanks for being here, listening anyway. Even if you're just trolling, you're still exposing yourself to this information, so that's good. Anyway, you guys all have a great day. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.